lemonades because, I like lemonade, alcoholic lemonade.
And we are a go.
Hey, what's up, MPX addicts? Welcome to MPX Rehab. I am your host, the hashtag certified Mark J. Williams.
No, whoa.
Here with my
your band.
Your band? Oh, yeah. A band, sorry. Man, you
Zuckerberg doesn't like you.
Yeah, apparently. It's like if you try to defend women against rape,
You can't say the R word here.
Yeah, well,
Wait, does Sucks on YouTube too?
No.
Okay, then we're fine.
Yeah.
Fuck Zuckerberg. Fuck rape.
I mean, luckily we're on YouTube where we can even say fuck YouTube and, they're okay with it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
Fuck motherfucker.
I am here with my co-host, as always, the
voice of the MPX addicts. Were you going to say something? Go ahead.
I was going to say, is like, I'd call you the silent Bob to my Jay, but you're more the Jay in this relationship.
See, and I say that to my friend all the time too, and he's like, no, I'm still better than you. And I'm like, I understand, but I cuss more. I get I'm Silent Bob in other ways, but I cuss more. So I guess I'm the Chasing Amy version of Silent Bob, where I talk more than anything in the movie.
Did you want to dance?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Anyways,
welcome to MPX Rehab. And this
all the parents have turned it off.
Oh, yeah. We now have like 2 viewers. It's like Richard and...
good. Richard we have Dick.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Do not hate me. Why are we live? This is why we can't be live.
And now,
I'm turning my phone over so I don't see it go off.
But I gotta say, this whole month and actually this summer, just absolute madness. This is gonna be this has been fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm like. It was like after last Saturday, I'm like so excited for the summer.
I feel like they've taken the old school big WWE approach where, we have shows every Saturday. Yeah. But we're going to have one big show that's like our giant pay-per-view type show. Because it used to be, we have the main 4, which we still have the main 4. But now it's like every month there's going to be one super big show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's amazing and it's fun. And because can you even think of last year's Mayhem at Mid-Cities? What was it's one of those where it's like it's kind of always forgotten about. Yeah, we always have it, but it's like forgotten.
Yeah.
But no, this one.
I mean, it's a clever name because Mayhem. It's always in May.
Yeah.
Mid-Cities because it's in Bedford. Is this?
Oh, is that what all that stands for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's stealing the initials from somebody who doesn't deserve it anymore.
M-A-M?
Mayhem at Mid-Cities, I guess, yeah. I was thinking M-O-M. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mabel?
I don't know what you're talking about.
R.I.P.?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you were talking about Mayhem. Mayhem Melee or whatever it was.
Mayhem Melee? Oh, whew, no. But this show this last week was really good. And yes, there's a little bit of bias in there because I got to see my best friend, debut and everything.
Sebastian's been on there before.
I'm not talking about Sebastian.
I'm sorry, you said friend. I just assumed.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm told I've been running that joke into the ground.
I think just a little bit, yeah.
If people do not know me, I tend to run jokes on the ground, then step on them, shoot it. I want to be sure people
He doesn't
understand.
Just beat a dead horse; he turns it into glue.
So, are you saying it's glue at this point?
I think it's glue. Yeah. Oh, hey, camera moving. Are we still in focus? Are we still in frame? Okay, good.
We're better in focus.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good thing we test these things.
We're never focused on this show.
Yeah. After rewatching Mainline, I think I'm kind of done with it. When I was talking about the load and shit, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Kind of took a little too far. I guess I'm done with the Sebastian jokes.
Yeah, maybe just a bit.
The Mad Prince says, "Me too, Kyle."
They've never been funny or anything like that. But it's like, come on. Sometimes you just
again. I'm not a person that really should be live. I should not be given a live mic. Yet, here we are.
It could be worse. I mean, Lugo ran the joke about me wearing a skirt when I wore a kilt once into the ground so bad. I'm just like, get new material, man.
And O'Mara. And,
yeah.
Well, they're actually Celtic, so it's okay. No, you're not. No.
My grandfather came from Ireland.
Williams.
Piss off.
Williams, no. Jay.
Yeah, no.
Smiths.
It's like, no. The hilarious thing is, it's like I've got all this Celtic heritage. I'm from the Burns clan in Scotland. I'm from the Irwin clan in Ireland, everything like that. But unfortunately, the numbers added up to where I'm Williams. It's like, fuck, man.
Welcome to the Williams Family History Hour.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hi, Mad Prince. Sorry. Yeah, I heard that. We got sidetracked.
They always do.
Which voice? Do we have all three voices or just one?
I don't know. It's, he was talking to them on that video earlier, a couple hours ago.
Love that video.
And
again,
that was beautiful.
That's what we've been preaching all along. These wrestlers, when they use the Addicts page, it's amazing. One, I think it helps because this is the second promo I think I've maybe seen from Mad Prince. And it's great. It helps them get promo time. It helps them kind of learn things. And it also gets interaction with the addicts. Like
I will say, there's one thing I'd love to see try to invest in for a whole bunch of wrestlers doing promos: backdrops. Backdrops.
I honestly kind of wanted him outside on a playground.
Yeah,
hanging from bars.
Him being on the playground would have been great.
Obviously, kind of hard to do nowadays because gotta watch out. Yeah. Well, kids.
Oh, you're talking. Shit. Yeah.
The playground bar.
I was gonna say people are gonna be.
There's the playground bar, but that's downtown, and people are crazier than he is in their cars down there. So
okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Mad Prince is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but you know, we were at the playground bar a couple years ago, and
a car crash happened literally right in front of us.
Right in front of us, and just fucking insane.
But because as soon as he started doing that, honestly, you get Joker vibes.
Oh yeah,
and I was thinking one where
which Joker
got the camera? Heath Ledger. The one where he's got it upside down. And I was sitting there, I was like, man, can you imagine, like, obviously Gabe's filming, and he's just hanging upside down from the monkey bars doing that promo? I'm like, holy crap, that'd be amazing.
Yes.
Now, with outside, though, you're dealing with wind and weather, and it's obviously hard to do because you can't sit there and be like, hey, we're going to film something, so everyone go away.
Yeah.
Possibly shotgun mic?
Maybe not a shotgun mic, but definitely something a little more.
Well, and even then, because of his crazy style, Gabe could be fucking all over his face right in front and shit to where you could hear it.
True.
That's fair.
But no,
I am looking to expand Certified Mark Productions into doing more than just our live shows. Maybe we'll start helping people do promos.
Are we going to produce now?
Yeah. Really.
Hell, we have the fucking software.
Yeah, that's true.
Produce, edit, everything like that. I mean, I need to get better.
I mean, that's all you. I'm literally just voice. So.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to learn something.
Nope.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You made me post something already this morning. That's all. That is what I did for the month. All right.
And we appreciate that.
We definitely do.
Somebody's banned, so.
Mad Prince says, "I just woke up from being passed out."
But
you see, that's why you don't do that's why you don't do a 74-hour stint.
MPX wrestlers, especially, and honestly, it's like you see it happen a lot over the general thing, but it's like when you don't have a focused group like the MPX Addicts group.
See, and that's really what I was going to say.
Kind of wild.
Obviously, we are, because of what we do, we're in a lot of wrestling Texas groups and stuff like that. Never post them because I don't like any of them, but that's one thing that is great about the MPX Addicts is there's so much interaction with fans, with wrestlers, and I think that's what makes it good. And like I said, with the Exodus, with the interaction Exodus gets, I think it really. Granted, he would have got over anyways. Well, over. He would have got as popular and as good as he did by his antics in the ring. Oh yeah. Just adding this to the Addicts page helped that tenfold. Marcus Rose and Dexter Hardaway were kind of the first ones to do it.
Yeah.
And we said it ever since we started the show. People need to learn from guys like Dexter about how to use social media.
And it's like one of the really great things about having something like the MPX Addicts group is the fact that it allows them to focus more on the MPX show and everything like that, to where the Mad Prince can be the Mad Prince at MPX, but he's booked as Tommy Prince other places. Yeah. Or Exodus Prime, he's booked major heel here at MPX.
Top Flight or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, but he's like, he's facing other places and everything like that. So it allows him to, in the MPX Addicts group, he's able to be the top heel that he is, but elsewhere be, a face.
Right.
Or just, be himself when he wants to be.
And then you get guys like Remedy, who's just Remedy all the time.
Yeah. It's like, you get what you get.
Who will say soon and fun.
Yep.
What is Remedy's gimmick? Remedy.
I hope it is soon.
Oh, yeah.
I so very much hope it's soon.
There is a 6th spot open in that prison break match.
I hope it's Remedy.
I fear for all 5 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I would still love it, though. But
I would, too.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Chaos Theory itself. That was it was a show that we were expecting it to basically just kind of be a run-up because Mayhem at Mid City, Go Home show. There we go. It was, it's the Go Home show to Mayhem at Mid City. So that's going to be the big show. But this was actually, I think it was a really good show on its own.
It was. It was fun. I mean, yeah, it wasn't a perfect show. There's no such thing as a perfect show. There's no such thing as a perfect
live entertainment.
But it was for something that is building to one of the bigger shows of the month. Yeah, it was a really solid show.
Yeah. And it's like it definitely proved itself to be a penultimate show. It's like with Brixton Shaw coming out being the only qualified wrestler for the Prison Break match, except of course for Dmitry Alexandrov.
Looking good.
Yeah. Oh no, that was like my first thought was, when did we book Idris Elba? His second thought was, nobody told me he had a little brother, and then we'll see.
There were the rumors that Idris was going to be James Bond, so.
Yeah, he had that definite.
That was the vibe.
Brixton Shaw could definitely be James Bond if he wanted to.
Which that was the vibe he gave, and it was again, it's very weird. I'm one of those that I don't know. I like the wrestler when they dress, especially heels, and especially if they're champion. Like when Chris Jericho and Triple H ever had the world title, they were always in suits.
Oh yeah,
just that I don't know. That's amazing.
The snazzier the suit, the bigger the heel.
Like when he had his whole thing against John Cena and everything like that, man. Dude had Lex Luthor vibes the whole fucking time. It was amazing.
Oh.
I love that Jericho run with Cena, and then also when he went with Shawn Michaels later. That feud. And he says he got the character inspired from No Country for Old Men, the villain Javier Bardem, just where he talks very low and it's very matter of fact and big words and stuff like that. Okay. And I was sitting there and I was like, and he's like, it was a very cold, calculated killer. And he rewatch Jericho and you're like, oh my gosh. I mean, that Jericho is probably one of my favorite Jerichos up until what he's been doing recently is really good.
Yeah.
But no, I like that. And then also, obviously getting interrupted by Joe, another one. Those boots were amazing.
They were. No, he looked great. He looked on point. It was like, obviously he was dressed down just a little bit, so he didn't outshine. But yeah, those boots.
That's the thing. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, Brixton, was complete, but God, I think the boots won for me.
You had the very obvious high class Brit, and you had the damn good looking Texan.
Yeah. And yes, we are talking about fashion here on Rehab because, God damn it, that's what we do. Not only do we give wrestling takes, we give fashion advice.
Yeah, it's like obviously we are absolutely qualified to give fashion advice.
Multicolored gray scrubs, because apparently there's a difference in gray and pewter. The fuck? I just want gray.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Man, I'm wearing the same shit I wore on Saturday. I don't care.
It's
been washed.
Are you sure?
It's like it's been washed. But I was like, it's pretty much. I realized when I was, getting dressed, I was like, this is the same thing I wore.
I was gonna say Richard's gonna point it out. So.
Oh yeah.
Richard somehow enjoys your hygiene for some reason. You got a weird obsession with it.
I don't know.
It's Richard.
But
he has a weird obsession with a lot of stuff.
It's like Joe coming out, calling out Brixton, like being like, "Oh, you're not worth my time," and everything like that. But Joe basically, questioning his manhood.
And it's one of those where usually I'm one of those that's not for heel versus heel, even though you'll also hear me go, "Oh, there's no such thing as heel and face anymore because kayfabe's dead." But those two are almost both tweeners. You hear a lot of boos and cheers for Brixton. You see a lot of boos and cheers for Joe.
Well, also it feels a little bit like it's almost pushing towards a face turn for Joe, but not quite.
See, and that's what I was thinking. Is they gave a very face feel for Joe and a very heel for Brixton, which me and you had discussed. We thought it would go the other way with Eden gone. We could embrace Brixton might go face. Brixton's a great heel.
Oh yeah.
As good as he is face, because we have seen. Well, I've seen him before. I'm sure you have.
I've seen him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. And Joe's the same way. Joe's is one of those that. It's also his look. I think Joe's got a very baby face look.
Yeah.
That if given the right story and the right turn, I think the addicts would get behind him very solidly, almost as much as they have like Dimitri and stuff like that. Yeah. And hopefully it's getting there. Towards the end of the match, which we'll discuss later, it seemed to go a little different for Joe as far as like maybe not maybe not a first turn, maybe just no, I'm still a heel, damn it. Like even walking out, very audibly, which I don't know if the camera's caught or not because they did cut, but very loud, this is bullshit. So I was sitting there, I was like, all right. Maybe he's not a full face.
It's he's in that transition period to where it could go either direction, and it's like if we get a face Joe, I will be perfectly happy for that.
I like it.
If we get a heel, if we get the continuing of the heel Joe, that's fine too because he's just fantastic.
He's a goddamn amazing wrestler.
Yeah,
like it doesn't face heel. Like again, I cheer talent, so face heel it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
in the ring, there's not many people that can touch Joe.
I mean, if you're, it's like when I'm the character of the mark, of course I'm trying. Except lately, I try to be more cheer the face booty heel, but it's like it's like I'm with you on that one. It's like
you love Hardacus, you love Envy. You're not supposed to like them, sir.
Man, okay. I was fans of these people before they went heel again for Hardacus, but so I was fans of these guys before they went heel. It's just like I didn't want to give up being a fan, okay? And then they team Envy up with Schaefer, who I'm also a fan of.
When you label yourself the certified mark, you have to cheer all the good guys and boo all the bad guys. You have broken. You're no longer the certified mark. You've broken that.
Okay, fine. It's because I smartened up. I'm the smart mark now.
Oh, God damn.
Michael Cole says, "Are we ever going to get more of the C-tier host of Mainline?"
I don't know.
I don't know if he shows up.
Right?
Well, I don't expect to see you this weekend, but
just wisdom teeth. Don't be a little bitch.
It's more of a fact of is he going to be awake? Because after I got my wisdom
propped up and sitting there,
we'll just have him like propped up behind us and drooling. Like,
I'm sure his fiance will sit there and brush the drool off and stuff.
Yeah.
Stand him up. We'll hold his hand for the fair.
We love you, Cole.
For us.
Yes, Cole. Obviously, if you're over there anytime and you want to hang around, we have 3 mics. Yeah. Eventually, if someone comes on, we'll have to kick you off, or kick you off. It depends who shows up.
Yeah, I was like, depending on who shows. Sometimes you get kicked off.
Sometimes I choose to leave because I know I'm not going to be able to handle it. Like when Tatum came on, I'm like, nope.
It's time for me to
break
go.
Me. I'm not doing it.
Man, I want to stick to the straight, the straight man thing with Mean Gene was, just completely, how could you do this? What was it going through your mind? I can't. I break too easy.
I saw something earlier. It made me laugh and it made me think of you. I saw an old clip of Randy Savage and Mean Gene.
Oh, God.
And Savage had said something. It's like, your mustache is crooked. Mean Gene, not missing a beat. Yeah, well, you missed some spots in your beard, but I'm not here to talk about that. I want to talk about Saturday. I was like, holy crap. That's amazing.
Mean Gene is my fucking hero. Oh, jeez.
Considering you base a lot of your character off of him.
Yeah, no, that was the original concept. It's like if I'm going to be this kind of a character, I want to be Mean Gene Okerlund.
But I made you walk off last Saturday.
Oh God, you fucking broke me, man.
I haven't done that in a while, and that felt good.
But let's go ahead and start talking about the matches because we haven't even started on that, and we're like 20 minutes in now.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes in.
It's Matt Prince's fault.
Yeah.
His voices have taken over all of us.
So we had Dave Sagan, one half of the MPX Tag Team Champions, taking on Michael Schaefer.
Rangers.
What?
I had a cough.
Oh, okay. Taking on Michael Schaefer, one half of the #1 contender tag team, in this opening match. Which if you're going to open a show with a match, this is a good match to start with.
Which fun fact that. I was told we missed last week. Dave has never beaten Schaefer.
Really?
Going into this. Yeah. Apparently we missed that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I did miss that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I completely missed that. And
so
now that I'm thinking back on it, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Well, and that's going to Schaefer. I think he has the most bizarre booking to me in the history of almost wrestling and MPX in general. Yeah. He's one of those that he's booked like a monster, which he should be. Hardly ever off his feet.
Yep.
Always dominates, gets that push, gets that title shot, boom, fail. Gets that prospect title, dominates all 4, cashes in, loses. Dominates all 4.
Gets the MPX Addicts Championship and loses it the next week. I mean, that was story, but still.
I mean, it's just one of those where the booking's very weird with Schaefer because, again,
it's the Bray Wyatt booking.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I said it on Mainline. these are two guys that if you're making a company, you put these two on building around. Schaefer is my big bad top heel, and Dave, I'm having one because he's a great in-ring middle, good worker and great character, and you give him anything and he can do it. I'm also hiring Dave because he could help backstage. Those are two men. If you're building a company, you can build a company around those two. But again, like I said, the booking around Schaefer is just weird because even not many people have taken him off his feet. That's why I think when Mox did it, it was a huge thing.
Oh yeah.
And even this week, Sagan doing the Hailstorm, it's impressive. And he did it twice, and it's one of those where I was like, there was a perfect spot where they were on the
he countered the umbrella bomb,
right?
Man,
and they were, and again, that's another thing about Schaefer, counter his umbrella bomb where he's pretty much saved Sagan. And he regained his strength, picked him back up. It's impressive. Again, I've said it before. We've been fortunate enough to get some really athletic big men in MPX. Yeah, Schaefer, Brent, Remedy, these men do things this I shouldn't be. It's impressive. Even Big Fitz, someone who you look at and you don't think is that agile or that athletic, he is. Yeah. And it's crazy to see that. But again, this match I was really looking forward to and it was good. It was a very good match, I thought. Was a little surprised at the outcome, just because I had said last time I thought the captains were going to lose, and I also thought there'd be shenanigans, and I was actually really happy there wasn't shenanigans.
Yeah, not in either one.
Exactly. So that was really well done, I thought. Yeah. And having Dave hit Hailstorm, like I said, I thought there was a perfect moment hitting Hailstorm. Again, with the way Schaefer's booked, I didn't necessarily like it, but there was a perfect spot that I thought they could have done that could have been a finish, and he hit Hailstorm, been great. As they were on the middle and top rope, Dave, if he could have hit Hailstorm off that middle rope and 1, 2, 3, I thought that would have been great instead of the hitting it twice. But I do like the fact that they both kicked out each other's finisher. Yes, because that's another thing about the umbrella bomb. It's one of the more protected moves in MPX, and Dave kicked out of it.
Dave being able to kick out of it shows that they've made him, he's kind of a superstar.
And it's one of those where talking about, Dave's, never beaten Schaefer, the way it was brought to me is like, I can't beat Schaefer, and okay, Dave was talking to me. He's the one who brought it up. And I was like, you've done everything in this company. You've held every title. You've won Texas Rumble. As a fan, you're no longer, in our eye, at least in my eyes, as a fan, you're no longer an underdog. Like, you were one of the most decorated. Like, if people look at Shawn Michaels against Big Show, they're going to be like, Shawn can't beat Big Show. I was like, no, they're not. They're going to say, it's Shawn Michaels. Of course he could do it.
God, how did CM Punk put it when he was talking to John Cena? You're not the Boston Red Sox anymore. You're the New York Yankees.
You've become what you despise, John. Yeah. That was a great promo. Oh, man. But that's exactly how I view Dave Sagan is. No matter who he's against, there's a very, very good chance that he's going to win. And that's just one of those things.
No, I know that's none of that's for me. I'm just checking to see if anyone is.
Yeah, that's me. But that's one of those things that, like I said, in our eyes, I think Dave can beat anybody. And this match was great. I like how they both kicked out each other's finishers. And again, I was kind of shocked there was no shenanigans, but I also liked it. Yeah. Again, I don't know what we do with Schaefer, because it's one of those things where, I don't want to say he deserves better, because I think he does very well in MPX. Yeah. It's just
I think he should. Yeah, it's like he should have more, because actually that's a problem I have. I'm going to get yelled at. That is actually a problem I have a lot with some of the booking at MPX, is the fact that you get these monsters in, these huge, huge men, and they get booked like absolute unstoppable monsters, but they never get anywhere.
Yeah. I know, like,
it's like whether they're good, like Schaefer and Brent, and it's like, yes, Brent was MPX champion for the longest defending time at the new building.
Still putting that asterisk on Sagan, aren't you?
Because he will hunt me down if I don't. I'm sure of it. But I'm also talking just like, it's like we saw it with Fitz. We saw it with Thrash. We saw it with talking about ones we don't care much. Riker James. Yeah. Which I barely remember the man's name.
Everyone hated and shitted on Blind Justice, including the man himself. Mm-hmm. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So did I.
I wanted more of it because I just love. Oh, what did he say? I am blind, but justice is in there. Something like that.
It's like justice is blind, and so am I. And I'm like, oh that's great. And I kept thinking to myself, it's like, wait. Okay, so we've got this team over here. God, it was DTF, Blind Justice, and the Impact players.
Yeah.
Right? Or Creative, I guess.
Creative Control.
And it's like, but this was after Richard had been ousted. So I'm sitting here thinking, it's like my storyteller mind was thinking Richard's revenge.
Yeah.
Blind Justice is Richard's revenge. Yeah. That's how I'd do it anyway.
And it was great because, one, we had Riker who, he was a good big guy. He was bad. He wasn't all right.
He was slow, lumbering.
Amazing.
Oh, yes. Somebody I really wish we could get back.
Yeah, and now that he is back, I'm kind of hoping maybe. Because he did retire for a bit.
Well, he had a kid and then COVID hit and, shit like that.
Kirby, obviously. And then wasn't Joe part of that as well?
Yep.
So that's a badass stable.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, I know, Bossman #1 hated it. I loved it.
That's okay. I got to watch a video today on my memory feed that made me realize that the pack wasn't that horrible.
The pack promos were brilliant.
Yes.
Pack promo or pack in ring bad.
If we had different wrestlers.
I was going to say, and that's nothing against the Bear and the Rabbit because we love them.
I wasn't talking about the Bear and the Rabbit.
I know. They just need better mask. The Penguin and the Frog. Penguin needed more work, and the Frog.
It's like the Penguin was a rookie.
Squished.
The Penguin was a rookie, and the Toad was it's Sapo.
Hey, greatest lure store in MPX history. Remember?
We have Mr. Legs now. Fuck Sapo.
Just don't tell Jigsaw that.
Like I said, we have Mr. Legs now. Fuck Sapo.
Jigsaw and Legs would be amazing, though. Just saying.
Do it. Yeah. Okay. But no, it's like, but big guys don't. He's like at MPX, big guys. How often they lose and how quickly they lose. When Riker James lost to Xavier. People are starting to call Exodus X now. So it's like really screwing with things in my mind.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to.
And I think that's why I sat there immediately. I was like, we need Xavier to come back for just a bit.
Yeah.
So people remember who X really is.
Yes, please. Xavier, come back. Hell, he was challenging somebody recently. We need that to happen.
Daddy.
Yeah.
But no, it's one of those things where, like, it's one of those things. I think they're on the right path with Remedy.
Mm-hmm.
I just, history kind of dictates
it's
not going to end well.
I mean, admittedly, there is the problem of he is an out-of-towner, so therefore...
And that's why I think maybe it might be different.
Yeah.
He might always, kind of be, he's brought in special. But yeah, with shit, like
that way, it's always fun.
Yeah. Like I said, I think Schaefer should be at least a 1, maybe 2-time MPX champion.
I agree. Especially by now.
Yeah.
But, that's me. Speaking of big guys who are booked strong, though, the match after that, we had Hardakis taking on Red Chambers, and I can already hear from off in the distance, to hell with Hardakis. Hi, Patrick.
To hell with Hardakis.
Oh, yeah, he's already said it. He's already said it in the stream.
Yeah. Red came out as a ghost type, which... Considering he'd been building both Isaac and Hardakis as psychic types, that was, really nice, angling on his part. So good on you for that one, Red.
Sure, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, trust me, this is for the nerds out there with me. This is, but I gotta say that no, really, is like this one was. I expected a bigger squash. with this match?
I think everyone did, judging by all the RIPs and in memory and we'll remember you and stuff like that.
I'll cry at your funeral.
I mean, literally, like I almost expected NPX to play "I Will Remember You" as his theme song when it came out. And you're just seeing a poor puppy being led to slaughter.
Oh, God damn, man!
I'm sorry, that's what the vibes we were getting, or at least I was. But then he came out and it was, like you say, I guess Ghost or whatever. I honestly felt Jokerish, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Just given obviously his tattoo and his, love and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's obviously, red. I mean, that's why I was like, we have too many chokers. Why? We already have Mad Prince and he's killing it. Let's let him do it alone.
Yeah, but you can tell he's really married to this gimmick. He came out with the ball and chain. The Pokeball and chain.
I really kind of wanted him to use that.
You're horrible for that.
And granted, I know, I tried to ignore that and you had to bring it up. I kind of wanted him to see him use it. I thought that'd be cool, but obviously probably would have broke it easily.
Yeah.
But no, Red did amazing in this.
He looked like a fucking star.
He did, and
it reminded me a lot of the match between Gabe Wilder and Exodus.
Yep.
Where it's like there are a lot of people
kind of a breakout.
Yeah, it's like there are a lot of people who look at the matchup and go, "Oh wow, you can tell who's going to dominate in this match and everything like that." But the match happens, and you're like, "That was more than I was expecting."
He's rugged, and the boys come to play.
Or Red was just holy crap.
And there was a lot of times where I'm surprised the Red was able to get up and walk. That splat on the floor, I don't even know what to call it. Fucking hold, spine buster, whatever. Surprised he was walking.
He ejected Hardakis from the ring.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way.
How?
Mad Prince says thank you.
But no, it's one of those things where, again, we're expecting Red to come out really, quick and then get squashed really quick. And it didn't. It was actually, I wouldn't say back and forth. It was kind of one-sided to Hardakis.
Yeah.
But Red did things, and it was things that were impressive and shocking, and it was better than I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't quite Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy, but it was kind of
I kind of was almost wanting Hardakis to kind of just pick him up a little bit and be like, "You did good, kid." And
you're alive, and then
was it a hell of a match?
The ropes.
But yeah, that was a good match.
Because I have to keep y'all in line somehow.
Because I'm tired of repeating everything she says that is something that needs to be said.
That doesn't need to be said.
Okay, you got to take the good with the bad, man.
Hey, at least I don't talk very much.
But you get to you get yourself into shit.
Yeah, true. But no, again, it's the same with kind of like we're saying with legs against Dimitri. How's Red going to bounce back from this? Because it was a very good showing. Obviously, probably very, very sore.
I think people expected the outcome of this so much, and I think they actually got more from it.
Yep.
To the point that I think Red will be fine.
Oh yeah.
It'll be like, I survived the absolute worst.
It's kind
of I'm unstoppable now.
It's kind of like who was it? It was Wes. I think the first time he fought Hardakis.
Yes.
Where he goes, "I fought the demon. I went to hell. I now know how to beat him."
Yeah.
And it might be one of those things. Maybe down the line, Red somehow becomes a superstar in MPX, and he has that. Hey, I've been to hell before.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The
comparisons are there.
The comparisons are there, but I'm just like at the same time, like Pokemon, cannibal.
Are there cannibals in Pokemon?
The rare candies?
I always wondered what those were made of. But
you've seen the Dorkly episodes.
Yes, I've seen the Dorkly stuff. Okay, but
what happened? What are we talking about?
Dork stuff.
Don't worry about it. You'll find out eventually.
After that, we got an announcement that made me so happy.
Which one?
Aztec Warfare is coming back.
There's a very loud thank you coming from the crowd. That
was
me. Yeah. I'm sure people knew that.
Yeah.
Just to be sure, though, Aztec Warfare was something that happened
a couple years ago.
2 or 3 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago. I think it was because it was when Scott.
It was Scott won,
and he got his chance against.
He came back, yeah.
He got his chance against Jason. Then that happened, and then Scott became the first person to ever defeat Hardakis.
Yep. It was one of those that it's such a fun match. Because it's half Rumble, half match.
Yeah.
I like the which again, like I said on the main line, if you haven't seen it, go to the network, look for it, or
I think you have to find it on YouTube because I think that was before we started having the network stuff.
YouTube, and there's also from Lucha Underground. That's where we got the idea from.
Speaking of Lucha Underground, we need to make sure we talk about that.
Lucha Underground?
Not Lucha Underground. Lucha Brutal's coming back.
Oh, okay. I was like, you've lost me, but yeah. Yeah, brutally honest. Different show. But yes, we will talk about it. I don't necessarily like the day it is, but whatever. Yeah. We'll get there. Anyways, Aztec Warfare is great. Like I said, it's half Rumble, half match. You can either eliminate someone over the rope, or you can pin them or make them tap.
I don't think that's the over the rope. I think it's just tap or pin.
Oh, I thought it was both. I don't know.
It made for some really interesting situations the last time we did it, and I really loved it, and I've always wanted it to come back. I just loved how, if I remember correctly, the refs were outside. So then when someone got pinned, they had to slide in real quick, count, and then slide back out. And that's when, we had Howie and Carl and Anthony, and we've got Travis and Bambi, which I'm fine with. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I like Travis and Bambi. I just, like I said, we need another ref. We need another ref, yes.
Because
Ian just joined the chat.
Hi, Ian.
Speaking of,
but
he says, I also want to be in Aztec Warfare.
See?
Yes, we want you in Aztec Warfare. That would be great.
I just want you at MPX in general.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, we're never bringing that ref again. I am okay with Beeler. He's my C. He's a C.
Yeah.
He's
better than that other.
An F.
He's better than that one other ref.
Get shiny shoes.
Yes.
Oh,
give us noise.
If we can get Ben, that's an A.
Oh yeah.
Those are two refs I like. Yeah. Other than that, man, we've got Bambi and
Hey,
Travis.
if Ben were to show up, that would mean that that Kiefer's possibly in town. So
that means we're getting invaded.
Yeah, I'm all good with that. But yeah, so not off track actually, but yeah, no. I'm looking forward to this. This is probably one of my favorite match setups.
The sheriff would bring in a hired ref, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He tried to get tried to get a hired gun to beat Dimitri. So
Yeah.
It just didn't work out for him.
I mean, think about it. The sheriff, he'll have his deputy, which is Ben. He's got a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So he's got the best manager in wrestling. I mean, if New Texas decided to invade, MPX would be up for a fight.
We could only hope.
Yeah.
They've tried this before. It didn't work out very well.
Yeah, I was going to say
that was Houston, and Kiefer technically didn't lead that. It was JJ, right?
JJ, yeah.
Yeah, JJ led that one. Although Kiefer's team did take our tag titles.
Yeah, bastards.
And then they didn't just take them; they held them hostage.
Yeah, it's like, and then they didn't come back for a while. And when they did come back, they brought Rachel Rose, and that was cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and then they
missed Rachel Rose. So
yeah, and then they lost. Then they went away again, and now it's just like then they broke up, and it's like, God damn it!
And then the man
bun.
We
lost the man bun.
Yeah,
the man bun got dipped in gold.
It was wonderful,
and then it rotted. Apparently,
that's what hair does.
Yeah. But that was...
God, we get sidetracked.
We do.
We don't even need fucking Dave.
Yeah, but at least this time we're actually talking about MPX stuff.
True.
It's like
flashbacks.
Yeah, it's like ancient history of MPX.
Well, Aztec Warfare, ancient history. See, we're bringing it back.
Yeah. It all works. All yeah. So Aztec Warfare coming soon. It was like July. I couldn't see the date through people's heads.
June? Yeah, June.
Awesome.
June 19th or 26th.
Okay, awesome.
Because
that wasn't the only
one show was announced in July, and that's my personal favorite show.
Well, I couldn't remember. It's like I think one of them was June, one of them was July. I couldn't remember which one was which.
And the other one is in June.
But that's what I mean by this summer is going to be so
awesome.
I'm
pretty sure because the dates were so weird. June 26th was Aztec. The other one, which we'll mention later, was July. Then the special one that everyone's like, what is that? Which we got details on, I'll talk about, was the 19th.
Okay.
So...
Yeah. So after that, we had Tommy Becker versus Mr. Legs, which kind of made me laugh. But Mr. Legs had a really great promo. It's like, you may be the most athletic MPX. I love how half of his promos tend to be calling you out without actually calling you out.
I know.
It's like so great.
And I love how I gave Mr. Match of the Night his thing, and now I've given Tommy the most athletic man in MPX.
Yep.
Which, I mean, it's true. I mean, it's one of those, man, like I said, when Tommy's allowed to be Tommy, and when he can go out there and perform like he can, it's amazing. And you look at it and you're like, oh, man, he is athletic. I keep going back to it. Those new Texas Pro tapings for the Grand Prix, he was the MVP of those. He had 5 amazing matches that night. It was those tapings that were amazing. And everyone should go out of their way to watch them. And that's when you'll definitely realize who Tommy Becker is.
Oh yeah.
And this match with Notre, he I mean, just look at his frog splash.
God, he went clear across the flipping ring with that one.
The more he does it, the more I'm like, man, it's pretty up there with some of the greats.
Yeah, it's like I gotta say, it's like I had a couple of people there for that show that hadn't been there in a bit, and it was the last time they were there. Tommy hadn't grown out the beard yet, so their song was like, "Wait a minute,
haven't seen Bizarro Tommy?"
Yeah, and they're like, "Wow, he looks good with the beard." I was like, "There you go."
Yeah,
still looks like a Chinese warlord, but
So he's the main villain from Big Trouble in Little China. It's fine.
He's our Chinese warlord.
But no, I love the...
Oh, God, if he ever changes his gimmick to that.
He's like Ryan always says, he's a thick boy. It's hard to get that jacket off. He's gotten thick.
When your friend thinks he's still a medium. That was a good one, Pulver.
Yeah, that was good. I just love, baby needs to learn how to take a jacket off better. I don't know what his problem was. He spent too much time in Utah, I guess. I don't know.
He's tired. Actually, he looked a lot more animated this time around. Did you notice that?
I told you. That's what happens when you get late.
Yeah. Well, when you have a 20-plus year drive. I mean, okay. So, this match ended a little bit controversially with both men having their shoulders on the ground during the 3 count. And
from my angle, Tommy's shoulder was up.
Honestly, I'm just looking at that going, it's like, but wait. No.
It
was
done right.
Yeah, it was done well when you look at it again.
Yeah, talking to Mike.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I really hope everyone heard that. But no, it's one of those things where it was done as good as you can do.
Yeah.
And it was, like I said, I personally don't like it. Just for the fact that Legs just got a title shot.
Yeah.
So now he's got another one. Okay, fine, whatever.
Well, Casey also had the
Casey's Casey. Leave it alone. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But that's the Legs already had a title shot, and then also
that's actually up next. So
yeah. See, I told you we'll get to it. Yeah. And it's just like it is what it is. I'm fine with it because obviously. It was planned because we need people for this match.
Yeah, and they didn't have any qualifying matches the last 2 weeks, so therefore they had to get the
right. And again, Legs is a great worker, so I have no problem with him being in. I think he rebounded well from the Dimitri match.
Definitely.
Him and Tommy put on one hell of a show.
Yeah, it's like this one didn't feel quite as lackluster.
No, it did. It wasn't lackluster, and it also, I don't know. He kept up with Tommy, which is something after. The week or he had match he had with Dimitri, I was kind of worried about is I didn't know how he would keep up with Tommy.
Yeah.
Did good. I like, even though I disagree with it, I like the GIF that Chris put out of Legs doing the title because I like how he still promotes Randy and Lenny as champions.
Yeah.
And that if he wins gold, they win gold.
Yeah.
Alex said Becker also just had a title shot too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Becker was one of the first people to go up against.
Again, that's the Tony. Look, all right, fine. Fine. Ignore that. We didn't talk about that. That's not my main problem with the match. I don't like screwy finishes, kind of. You know what I mean? I don't like ties. No, let's put it this way. To me, they both lose. They don't both advance. They don't both just win. No,
that was one that felt a little rushed, I guess you could say.
It wasn't like to me. If it's if it's for a title shot and it's for a big match, if you don't clearly win and you both lose, then you both lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that.
But at the same time, it's like I think I would have had a little more deliberation rather than just it's been decided that this is how it works.
Well, and I mean, if we're gonna do the whole senior official thing. maybe Travis should have made the ruling and not junior official Bambi, which I hated. Which I hated how they said junior official. I'm like, can't you say like assistant senior or second senior or something?
Yeah, the junior officials. The
junior is like he's not even an official ref. It's like, hey, he's on a trial basis.
Junior spaceman.
Like, he's. Hey, it's his first year. We're trying him out. No,
that was Red before Red. Yeah.
Which, no, I don't know what you're talking about. That
sure. Yeah, whatever. But
where's that ref? That ref was all right.
That ref was pretty good. I mean, it's like we could use somebody of that quality, coming up again.
Well, there might be someone coming back.
Trainees, look, being a ref is not like a death sentence. Come on. I mean, look, we had a former MPX champion who started out as a ref for MPX.
You're really going to mention Dave Sagan?
Yep. Hey, if we're going to talk history about MPX, Rocky says that you need the mic closer.
Apparently. I'm sorry, buddy. I was told not to eat the mic. That was lesson number 1 from Jamie Aller's school of getting on the mic.
Yep.
The certified mutt.
That was one of our first critiques from me. I was like, don't put it so close to your face. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But after that, we had Casey Clay taking on the Monster Hunter, Matt Palmer, and
Casey won. End of story.
Yeah, sure. Out of character. Out of character.
This match I thought was, again,
it was fantastic.
We're watching someone rebound because we were curious how Casey is, because we haven't seen Casey since he lost to Dimitri.
Yeah.
And what was, like we both said as a fan, the first time we've kind of seen him flawed. First time that he kind of was a little, misstep or a little looked lost and stuff like that. And against Palmer, you can't do that.
No.
Because Palmer
and Palmer was definitely very much in that mindset too, because he also had to concentrate on the fact that Isaac and Hardakis came out, and Isaac was on commentary.
There was and I will stand by this. Cody and Richard, what the hell? Like, really?
I'll admit,
Tyler's the man.
I was kind of expecting Richard to come standing behind us. Is like, there, you happy?
I was really expecting everyone to flee but Richard.
Yeah.
Just because, 1, he's in the middle, and then 2, it's Richard be like, oh, I'm good.
I'm good. This guy used to work with me in creative control.
But no, I was shocked that, I get it why Tyler stayed, but no, they made Tyler look like a boss in that.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess somebody had to.
I was somewhat joking when I was like, oh yeah, Cody and Richard ran like little bitches, because that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, no, if you actually look at it, Tyler's the boss for sitting there.
Yeah, no, and it's like he wasn't even sitting there looking like scared or anything. He was just like, oh hey, they're coming out. Oh hey, they're running.
Because there's been other times.
Because Tyler looks perpetually high.
Well, because then there's also other times.
He probably is perpetually high.
Like when Sky, last year's Purge, Tyler ran.
Yeah.
Yet Hardakis comes out and he goes, oh no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So that just proves Hardakis is a bitch and Sky is fearful.
And yet one of them is currently getting help, and the other one is,
Don't do that. Don't bring that up.
Father knows best.
No, he doesn't. God, I miss it's just a violent.
Tommy Dean just joined.
Hey, Tommy Dean's here. It's time to sit on
Oklahoma begins. The king of shit has arrived.
But the match between Casey and Palmer was actually fantastic, because I was actually really looking forward to this.
I wonder if Casey moved his jaw back in place.
I don't know yet.
There were some pretty stiff shots though, and Casey threw back.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's what I was more happy about is Casey. I like when wrestlers, like, especially newer ones like Casey, when they get hit like that, they hit back.
Well,
we've seen some before. And I'm sure it was part of the story with Red and Palmer, but Red didn't really hit back like Palmer was hitting him.
Well, okay. And I did love the fact that it was very obvious that Palmer gave Red one look at one time and said, if you're going to do this, hit me, and then plowed into him, and that's when Red's strikes got a whole lot better.
They got better, but it still wasn't forceful.
He's still a rookie.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
but with Casey, I'm not entirely sure it was planned that way, because we've seen before Casey's kind of a hothead.
I was gonna say I think Casey and Palmer kind of kind of got into it for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Which made the match look really good.
What was it? Silver and Dave. Silver and Dave are one of those that, for some reason, when they get in the ring, it looks like they're throwing live rounds, and it makes for an amazing match. But then afterwards, you're like, "Are you okay? Do y'all hate each other? What's going on? Are y'all fine?" And they're like, "No, that was a great match. We had fun." Oh, okay, cool. I'm sorry.
They know how far they can go with each other.
I'm not used to being punched in the face and thinking, "Oh, that's fun."
Yeah.
I've never sat there and looked at my friend and said, "Hey, punch me in the face." I've never done a fight
I
club
want
moment.
you. Yeah, I was going to say, I want you to punch me in the face as hard as you can.
Ow, my fucking ear. No, sit down. Anyways, Casey and Palmer was very good. And yeah, obviously, Hardakis came out. And he stayed out of the way until towards the end, where he distracted Palmer, allowing Casey to pick up the win. Which is right in front of the ref.
But he didn't get fully involved. He never touched Palmer.
But there are times where sometimes we are lax on the rules, sometimes we're not.
Yeah.
And I get it. That's what wrestling is. You can't bring logic into wrestling and blah, blah, blah. But I also... Something else is kind of weird is... Okay, so Red and Palmer are different. I understand that. Red hits the face, nothing. But Palmer hits the face, and Hardakis goes down like a ton of bricks.
Well, he had just had the match with...
I'm the one that's supposed to spin the shit, not you. I don't know. Maybe a super kick, maybe drop kick to the knees.
Yeah.
Stun on the ropes.
There were a lot of little choices that nitpickers like us were going to look at and go, I wouldn't have done that, but okay.
I'm very nitpicky, and again, as I've said last week, and I'll say it again, my opinion, I'm just a fan. I've never worked in the ring. I don't work for MPX. I'm not a wrestler, so I do not understand. We understand, but don't understand. It's one of those things. Because there are times where we've been told, "Hey, yeah, that was a good point. You're spot on." There's other times where we're told, "Y'all are fucking stupid." You're right. Yeah. I'm sorry, boss.
Okay, sure thing.
We're lovely called the idiots.
Yeah.
And I take that.
It's not wrong.
Yeah, no, it's true. But it's little things like that as a fan, especially with someone like Hardakis. Maybe more than a punch should have done it.
I agree.
But again, little minor nitpicky shit.
It's like continuity hounds like us are going to be the only ones who really fucking notice this shit. Right. Everybody else is probably just saw us like, oh man, yeah.
I think that's why I was really upset and not remembering Dave's never beat Schaefer. As soon as he mentioned that, and then I started thinking back, and he explained that, I go, motherfucker, why did I not know that? Yeah,
that's something you should have known.
Exactly,
yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
Again, it's continuity, and you keep with stories.
Tommy Dean says, I can only put on so many bangers down here before people realize it's only shit when I'm not around.
Hey, that's Petrie, Dexter, when they all left. Yeah. So, I mean, you got to find your replacement first before we can fully take you. I don't know.
And please bring Wes back with you when you come back down.
And Luke. I like Luke.
And Luke, yeah.
Definitely those two.
Thrash can be the king of Oklahoma, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Double D's still there. Oh, fuck that, Erica. Erica can
Erica will
beat all the rest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Erica will beat up fucking Thrash and throw him around. Fuck.
That'd be funny to watch.
Hell, I'm pretty sure Erica beats the shit out of Dave.
I know people pay money for that.
I was just thinking, I was going to say that. I was like, man, some people pay some good money for that shit. To get thrown around by Erica, they pay for that.
I was just saying watch somebody else get thrown. But if you want to talk about that too,
I forgot about that.
Ian says it's like when you're putting a match together.
If you have kids watching this show, we're sorry. But
no, it's okay. Just tell them to Google voyeurism.
R.I.P. headphone users.
It's not even now in ECW where he did the promo. He was like, "Hey, network, throw me off the air," and he starts saying a bunch of shit. Hey, YouTube, throw us off the air.
Come on, algorithm, come at us.
Kids, don't Google voyeurism.
Don't. Any of the unless it's directly MPX, don't Google anything we talk about, please. Okay.
Ian says,
Casey. Yeah. What is Ian?
Ian's trying to talk.
What is Ian saying? I'm sorry.
Ian says, it's like when you're putting a match together and the guy says he's going to hit you with something but doesn't know what. Then hits you with the most generic thing possible.
Oh, or in a death match, hey, I'm going to hit you. Cool with what? I don't know. I'll find something later. Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
And Tommy Dean says...
Screwdriver! Oh, fuck.
Tommy Dean says...
Ear hole, like Jeff Hardy.
Erica is the best, then we all fight for second place.
Yeah. See? At least someone can admit it.
Yeah.
That takes a man. Good job, Tommy Dean.
Now come back to MPX. Come on.
Yes.
Please.
Bring the cannibal with you that we lost. And bring the mercenary.
Yeah. So after that,
and the clown,
obviously picking up the win because Hardakis distracts well enough, and then of course Hardakis and Isaac, just decimate poor Matt in the middle of the ring again. And Renfield's like,
I was just saying, where's Renfield? Not a good assistant. He needs to cast another spell and find another assistant.
I was gonna say, it's like Renfield just kind of popped up. He's kind of like
He needs to do another incantation. What is it called? Spell? Whatever.
Ritual, incantation, something like that, yeah.
I mean, apparently if you say Hardakis 3 times, Renfield pops up. I don't know what else we could do.
Yeah.
I mean...
Maybe we could use them.
I'm your new assistant. Cool. I need you to clean my house for me. What?
God damn it. That would be hilarious. Okay. Yes. I now want that vignette. Of you popping up and you go, I'm here to help against Hardakis. Oh. No, this was a position to help clean the house. Oh. Okay.
Tommy Dean says, what if I brought a pimp, hypothetically speaking?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm
good
with that. Yeah. Do it.
That's the only other person me and my friend liked when we were down there, so we're okay with that.
Yeah, do it. But yeah,
bring it, bitch.
Casey picks up the win, and Isaac announces, and I could barely hear this through the screams next to me. I love those girls, but swear to God, I'm already going deaf. It's going to get worse with them around.
I will take 50 of them over most of the addicts. I love them.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic.
Are amazing.
But
and they make the show.
Oh God, and Isaac's reaction to them was just perfect. Because he did nothing. He left.
Exactly.
This is like a horrible. No, I'm not going to say that. He disappointed them.
Yeah. That's what fathers do.
Yeah.
At least he didn't go out to get milk and not come back.
Why am I allowed a mic?
I don't know. You were the only person who would actually work with me. That's why.
Yes. Which is completely opposite of what my childhood was like, but I just saw the opportunity to kind of drive the knife in some others. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Speaking of which, Marcus Rose came back to MPX.
Oh, God, now you're going to have me talk about Marcus Rose.
Taking on the Mad Prince. Is he still around?
People,
no.
I don't think people took me serious when I said I'm going to chant slap the white boy. And then I did, and I immediately had security come behind me and go, can you please not do that? People are going to think you're a racist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, well, technically I am a self-hating white, but... I mean, but it was funny. And
I've been called race traitor so many times.
Yes,
it's not even funny.
He's still on the line.
But this match, it was great to see Marcus Rose back because he's seriously one of those guys that I don't know.
He's fun.
He is fun.
Different fun from Remedy.
Yeah,
but fun.
Yeah.
And he's so goddamn fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
And he's good in the ring. Like. That's what I think.
Like,
I think that's what kind of gets lost on people.
He got booked and he came back to MPX, and my first thought was Ace was in the Rumble.
You wanted the hate crime back?
Yes.
I almost forgot their name for a second.
Yeah.
It was actually I totally forgot about Ace being in the Rumble. That was
I was just
a surprise because last we knew he had a bad neck injury and retired.
So did Edge.
Yeah, that's true. Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan
was more concussion.
But. Yeah, it's like.
But no, having Marcus, and that's the thing I think gets lost on people is because he's so entertaining. Mm-hmm. People forget he actually is really good in the ring.
He is.
And then I mean, he's a hell of a booker too and promoter.
Heart of Texas is like tearing it up, and I'm just like, damn. If it weren't for the fact that he runs on Saturdays too.
Well, and out. Way out. Waco's not that far, I guess.
Yeah, I was like,
but it's Waco.
It's fucking Waco, though. Yeah.
That's almost as bad as Houston. Okay, no.
Okay.
I'll go the Waco. I will not go to Houston. There, it would have to be.
It smells better.
Yeah, one, and then two, it had to be something amazing for me to go to Houston. But no,
it would have to be like WrestleMania.
Shut up. Even then, I don't know. Houston's so bad.
Like I said, I don't remember a damn thing from that WrestleMania.
But I love the match was great because obviously we got our white boy slapped right out of the way,
and then he slapped him back.
It was so great.
Yeah,
that's what we wanted.
Exactly.
Like, well, okay, what I wanted was a boom for him to start laughing, then Marcus do a bitch slap, and then Tommy to slap him. But hey, either one worked.
Yeah.
And I was hoping for a slap the white boy, laugh it off, dueling chant. I got stopped pretty much after 3 slap the white boys, so I was like, oh, okay.
Sure thing.
Yeah, and then I heard the slap. I go, oh, well, it's over anyways. All right. But no, it was great. And then Marcus, getting on the mic, and like you said, it's been a while. He kind of forgot what he was going to say.
I loved. Oh man,
Mad Prince says he deserved it.
Oh, that last one.
The last one broke me.
Yes.
And emotionally.
This is how he. Oh no, wait, I can't do that one.
Yeah, that one. That one was funny, and then also hurt. I was like, oh. And then just going through
Marcus Rose, the original King of Heat.
There's no
He is made of heat.
And again, I told you those tights were wonderful.
Oh, they.
Yes.
No, I saw.
No, I know you saw the picture. Seeing them live.
Okay, yeah, that is different. Yeah, but no, they looked fantastic, and I'm just, oh man.
And then his song was perfect because honestly, that's kind of what I thought he was going to do, just because crazy fits.
Yeah,
it fits Mad Prince.
Yeah,
I was really hoping for Bad Dance.
But at the same time, it's also the whole thing of everybody's saying, oh, it needs to be this song, it needs to be this song. Marcus Rose doesn't take requests, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he doesn't.
So he looked at all the requests that we put out, even the whole thing of they both wear purple and it's one guy's a prince and blah blah blah, and said fuck off.
Exactly. He was
shut up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm like, where we start joining, he goes, shut up. This is not sing along.
How dare you make me a fan favorite?
Oh, it's so great. Marcus is one of those I wish we had all the time.
I agree. But hey, he's, like I said, he's doing really well with HOT, and I would love to be able to have those times in which we can actually go to that show.
Yeah. This match was great. Like I said, it was kind of better than I thought it would be, just because, again, we're seeing a rise in an evolving Mad Prince, where he's getting better with every single match, and he's incorporating more of his mannerisms, more of his characteristics, and we're getting to see his full character evolve, and it's really cool to watch. I mean, think about when we saw Taylor Majotua and how he was constantly fixing and molding that character to be where it is. Yeah, it's so great to watch wrestlers come up with characters and watch them tweak it right in front of you, and then watch it get better and better every week. And that's what we're doing.
What worked this time? What didn't work this time? Let's move. Let's fix it.
And I love how Laugh It Off is getting over.
Yes. Now we need shirts, Heather. If you happen to see this, I mean, I know she's that poor woman. Credit that someone's talking. I mean, that poor woman is overworked anyway. But it's like
I was going to say, she just released 6 new shirts, man. Yeah. One of them, I'm sure you're going to buy.
Yeah, probably.
Multiple of them, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I just know Envy's was the one he was probably going to
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, I'll have the Malin one, but...
I'm just glad Malin's...
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, it's like... But, no, it's like...
Oh, fuck.
Tommy Prince.
No, Dave. No.
Oh, no. Hi, Dave.
Is that what your roast shit was about? I love how there's just simultaneous. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh damn it!
Hi, Dave.
Remember, we're not allowed to acknowledge him.
No, we can acknowledge him. And just apparently we have to ignore him when he starts on whatever tirade he's starting on this time.
Ian suggests himself versus Mad Prince.
I would totally watch that. I would also watch Ian versus Gabe Wilder. I would also watch it.
I want to see Ian and Gabe more. I think that's going to be a hard hitting.
Yeah,
that's
that would be very physical.
I was also going to say I also want to see Ian Rain versus the next guy we're about to talk about, because the Mad Prince beats Marcus Rose with that curb stomp of his, and depending on who he's going up against, that either looks sick. No laughing matter.
That's what I think it should be called. No laughing matter. I like it. I think it fits.
Now I want to see the Mad Prince versus the King of Fools. Byron Anthos and the Mad Prince.
I know.
Yeah. Because it's the last laugh versus, I don't know.
Okay. Which, I mean, congratulations on radiology. It's something I should do. I should go finish my radiology degree.
Yeah, probably.
But, you know,
it's okay. I'm going to film school, so hey.
You know, I'll take Byron's notes when he's done, and then. So Byron, if you ever listen to this, which I'm sure you don't, let me have your notes for radiology. But no, that would be a great match, Matt Prince and Byron. Byron's one of those where, since the Fallen Kings kind of lost, and I'm assuming they were going their separate ways, I want to see him singly. Yeah. Because he is talented. Again, I've said it before, one of my favorite matches, Ryan and Byron, was phenomenal if Byron survived. But anyways, yeah. Yeah.
So, Mad Prince wins with that curb stomp. It was great to see Marcus back. For the next match, I'm not going to, hide or be ashamed of the fact that I was so proud to see this match. The Iron Belly cometh to MPX and took on Stephen Kirby. And man, oh man.
I'll be honest, I was kind of shocked you weren't sitting next to me, but then I realized what you were doing.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was like, where did he go? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
I was fulfilling a request.
Yeah, I got it.
But, no, trust me, it's like it was also kind of painful because, it's like since I'm doing what I was doing, I also had to be quiet. So I couldn't actually chant or cheer or anything like that.
Which, I don't know. They had a lot of love for Mikey B, yet the Tatum section didn't. They had some love for Iron Belly, not a lot.
But the love for Iron Belly was spread more throughout the crowd.
Was. There was. It was not like he got no reaction at all. He got a great reaction. And again, like
there were people who had signs for the Iron Belly. I mean, hell, you've seen the hammer.
Yeah. Well, we saw it apparently, and I missed it because that was my first thought. I go, why didn't he walk out with the hammer? Why is it at ringside? That's dumb.
Oh no!
You told me, you're like, yeah. No, he threw it. It went a little far.
Oh boy!
And then I was like, oh.
It's like, and honestly, it's like.
We need
to make my unbiased opinion known. Yes, it was very much a rookie match, but it was a good rookie match.
It was. Going back to the hammer real quick, and he's creative. Get a contraption where it's kind of like on a rope or something where you can throw it and then it comes back. Do something like that, kind of like Thor.
I don't know. Physics only goes so far, even in wrestling.
Scorpion, like get over here.
But yeah, he came out with that hammer. He's like threw it out there and then just.
When he got in the ring and he smashed it, I literally thought we just broke a couple of boards underneath the ring. Like when Kirby's yelling no, I thought that was a legit no. I thought that was a legit, what the fuck did you just do, breaking my ring? As opposed to him just being scared of the hammer. I thought that was a legit, oh, you motherfucker.
And honestly, I was like, that hammer, that's actually a specific kind of hammer. That is a hammer that is supposed to, that knocks out the blocks from howitzers. Like army howitzers.
Big fences in here. You don't have to do that.
The walking howitzer. Yeah, I
know.
I will never.
So when he fights Big Fitz, he has to use that on him, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. So Big Fitz, watch out for the hammer, apparently.
Yeah. And we would love to see Big Fitz versus Iron Belly, so yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that is something, that is one of my little notes for Iron Belly. Let's name the hammer. Give it a name.
It has a name.
Oh, it does?
It has a name.
What?
Thud.
God, no. Something better. Pick a better name, damn it.
It's a perfectly fine name. It is Thud, because that is exactly what happens.
Give me something Celtic. God. Name it Thud in Celtic, and I'll be okay with it.
Wait till you see what we have planned. Wait till you see what we have planned for it.
Oh, jeez. Is it getting a paint job?
Not exactly.
Okay. Is it smashing someone's head in?
You never know.
I'm not allowed to say on Facebook.
Well, yeah, because that's called murder, and that is frowned upon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But no, this match, like you said, it's a rookie match.
Yeah.
Same as Mikey B. I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can nitpick, and there are things. My biggest thing was the fact that if your name is Iron Belly and you're not selling punches to the gut, when you do a splash, don't sell your splash, pop up. And then obviously the finish, hitting the Kirby bomb.
I heard a lot of that from other sources because I did go around asking I don't.
And well, that was one thing. Like he immediately rolled out, and I remember talking to someone, who was a worker. It's like, oh, he'll probably get yelled at. But I was like, he shouldn't. I was like, he should sell. He should no sell it, which is what he did. And granted, whether he meant to or not, he no sold it, and he should because okay, fine, Kirby beat him. He got to 1, 2, 3, but it should have been a barely 3 because he shouldn't sell the belly. And I get logistically probably hard to do the package pile driver. But it's just one of those where he shouldn't sell it. Again, minor things.
Yeah. And it's all stuff that can be worked on in future matches.
Exactly. And when Kirby's on the ground, kick, punch, you keep missing the splash, let's do something else. But it's, and like I said, minor things, nitpicking. I was very pleased with it. Again, both him and Mikey B.
Oh yeah.
Both rookie matches I thought were well, and it shows the training that Kirby and the MPX Training Center does. Is how everyone, I don't want to say these kids, because obviously Iron Belly's not a kid.
I was going to say he's older than you are.
Yeah. And, but, these trainees, they are ready. They are prepared. And they are, I'm not saying this to be derogatory to other training schools. They are more prepared than other schools in our area. And I challenge people to prove me wrong on that. And the fact, oh, no, look at this one's better. No, because again, we have AP strikes. That is a legit term people use because AP strikes suck. And they may be good in other aspects.
Yeah, it's like you have some schools that can't teach certain basics. You have some schools that are so old school that like the most basic schools still seem super indie compared to them.
MPX overall is the best overall training. It's the fact that when it's complete, like yes, they get their strikes and they're usually good. They get in ring, which is good. They get character work. Like MPX is a full complete training program, as opposed to some others that are, hey, we're gonna run you to death. Or, hey, we're going to focus on basics and then we're going to let you go out on your own and travel and hope that you just learn what you're doing. You've got others that are more about etiquette. Like I've heard, we had a mutual friend go to one, not the two major ones, but there was one, and he goes, yeah, they literally were all about etiquette. Like how to handle yourself backstage, how to handle yourself in the ring. I'm like, cool.
It's almost
Did
like
you learn any exercises or basics? No. What are you paying that school for then?
Yeah. It's one of those things. I was like, that sounds like it should be a class in a wrestling training academy, like CZW kind of thing.
Yeah, like the NXT training classes. It's literally school. They have their in-ring time. They have promo classes. They have tape study. Like it's almost
have an
like,
actual fucking classroom where they watch and they learn stuff.
So
learn the fucking history of your business rather than just what's on now.
And that's exactly. I mean, because me and you both have done a couple of training sessions in MPX, and we were immediately told, cardio's on your own time. I'm not going to babysit you. You work out and do cardio on your own. You tape study on your own. You're here to learn how to wrestle. Now, yes.
From what I'm told, I was like, they tape study at MPX.
You will watch some of your own stuff, but as far as like what you want to do for your character, that you go and do on your own.
Yeah.
But yeah, like like the Iron Belly Kirby match, guarantee you they probably watched it Monday. To go over things. Yeah, they will tape study stuff like that. And that again, to me, it's a whole process. We know from just talking and being around them, they film promos and vignettes and stuff like that to send to the bosses to get critiqued on. Again, it's a complete training. So anybody who, and again, everyone's like, oh, where are you training? Go to MPX. Yeah. Because I hate to say this, but
we're the world's biggest MPX shows anyway. Just say it.
I was just going to say the price is great. Like Kirby and MPX really could probably charge a lot more for what they do.
Because they don't just take your money and screw you over. They actually,
No, they've actually turned people away. Being like, look, no. And that's not to say that they know. Like
they don't give up on you. They just, they let you know. It's like maybe this isn't the best for you.
Right. And that's the thing. Kirby will flat out tell you, he goes, I'm the most stubborn teacher there is. I'm not going to give up on you. And he doesn't.
Man, I've heard stories and seen people, and Kirby still takes these idiots back. And even idiots we like and love, he takes them back after they screw up. Yeah. He let Sapo come back. Come on.
Yeah, the Toad had lots of chances. But that's the thing is what you're getting for the money you're putting in. It's way worth it. But yeah, that was some MPX Training Center. Again, we're talking about one of the trainees, which I guess next week we have another trainee debuting.
I believe so. Yeah. Like that. Yeah,
the Emerald.
Yeah, the Emerald.
So.
Ian says, then you have some schools that teach everyone to wrestle exactly the same.
Yeah, we mentioned it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we talked about that, but yeah, it's like I'm actually looking forward to Aaron Emerald coming out for next week because I want to see. I was like, so far we're 2 for 3, and everything, and seeing more would be great. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm messaging someone too.
It's gonna suck not to have most of our trainees to help with
camera
shit.
It's like your security team got a whole lot smaller all of a sudden, but
yep.
Which in there, from what I hear and what we've seen, there are a lot of trainees there, but I think 3 of them are probably also pretty soon, maybe. Maybe September, October, somewhere maybe.
My main thing is like who all is going to be. Are we going to have a bigger Rookie of the Year class? I mean, I'm already abstaining because, like I said, 2 of the at least 2 of them are.
I will vote unless one other trainee joins, and then obviously I'll have to abstain. But yeah, it's we very well might because last year we
had 4,
5 if we count Entree.
Mm-hmm.
Which I miss Entree, especially now that Mikey B apparently is a wrestler.
Yeah,
Andre needs to come back.
We need someone with Andre's fashion sense.
I was going to say, I
personality.
really want just Entree back one because I really did enjoy his ring announcing.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, the backstage need a little work, but his fashion—that's what we needed.
His fashion was always on point,
and
the fact that he only dresses like that on Saturdays.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, he actually told me that.
Yeah, well,
his normal dress is like most of us dress.
Okay. But, so that match was good. After that, we had yet another Try Not to Tap challenge from Ryan Remington, Mr. Match of the Night himself. And he took on No Limits Noah Navarre with this one.
Yeah, which the promo, if you're listening carefully, definitely gave it away. Where he's talking about, I want someone that's going to take me to my limits. I was like, okay, No Limits.
It's Noah.
Cool. Which, Ryan found his limit.
Oh, yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Hey, we'd found out before that maybe the sky's the limit, and now it was...
And now Ryan found the other limit. Really enjoyed it. I thought the match was solid. Noah, I thought, came out charismatic better than he has.
Yeah. He is doing a lot better about coming out of his shell. Yeah,
I was going to say that's, I think, the most charismatic I've seen him, and I liked it. It was good.
It's not catastrophically charismatic, but
Yeah, I totally don't get those. I don't say that nickname at all.
I didn't. Yeah, it's like I had no hand in making those up, so I don't know.
It's just he doesn't need 4 C's. We don't need quadruple C.
It's a mouthful, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But, at least he's not 4 C's in.
I expect that from you.
I know.
I gotta take it over sometime.
But no, this match was good. I really loved the finish of him trying to get in the ring and him snapping the wrist while he's getting in. Thought that was great. But no, this is the best I thought Noah's looked in a long time.
Yeah.
At least, definitely singly. Tag, yeah, he's looked good. Singly, this I think was one of his better matches.
Yep. We were talking about how he needs to come out from under Casey's shadow, and I think he's really well on his way of doing that because the new tag team, the singles work is really causing him to come into his own.
Yes, and I enjoyed it. And again, I said it last week. I'll say again, I love Ryan and Tommy's gear. And I'm not even a huge baseball fan. Their gear looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it was. I'm really curious to see how. I don't want to say how long this challenge goes, but the other challenger would get.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I want this to go on until it comes to its logical end, like same as it happened with Griffey.
That's what I'm figuring. I'm figuring someone like Griffey.
Maybe Erica.
I was gonna say Killer Kate, Erica.
Erica turns him into a pretzel. He's just like, what?
Tommy Dean says, I want to wrestle Ryan.
Okay.
Tommy, no. You just survived Wes. Well, okay. You be frank. Actually, I don't actually know how that whole story worked. Anyways. Yeah.
No, definitely not.
No, I think we know Wes. Wes definitely changed Tommy.
Yes, you don't change Wes.
But no, it's one of those where like, yeah, don't you need your wrist for other things.
Yeah.
You know, at night when you're by yourself. Why do I have a mic?
Please direct all complaints to Kyle Smith on Facebook and not the certifiedmark@gmail.com.
Why'd you even give the address? Probably people didn't know it.
Now
you're getting emails.
Tommy Dean says, actually, we teamed. We retired the belt. Or the best, sorry.
Yeah, okay, I do remember hearing that now. But no, like we said with Ryan, it's one of those. Also, it's I don't know. I always think back kind of like Chris Masters. Yeah. Like how long can we keep it going until finally it's kind of boring? Which granted is different because we're getting full matches. We're not getting just someone sitting in the master lock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to see him versus Griffey because I think just the MMA technical work they would do would be great. Mm-hmm. And also, like you said, it's kind of logical. Oh, that would be someone who's capable to stop Ryan. Mm-hmm. Or you could go the complete opposite and somehow he's already done Red, but someone like Red somehow catches him.
Yeah.
And that kind of ends it, and it's
like it's one of those underdog hero story kind of things. Right. Where it's like you really wouldn't expect this person to be able to beat the Ryan Remington, Mr. Match of the Night.
I was going to say no, the Tommy Becker. Yes, Mr. Tap Challenge.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, what if Tommy goes against Ryan?
The Tommy would not fight Ryan. They don't fight. Brothers don't fight. No. Brothers don't.
Excuse me?
No.
Jason Silver, Sky de Lacrimosa,
Hardacus. Still brothers.
Sky are different brothers.
Uh-huh.
Still brothers.
You could have at least gone real brothers like Brett Owen, Rick Scott, Mad Prince and Gabe, Jeff and Matt.
I was going to say Matt and Jeff.
Nick and Matt never really fought. Oh no, shit, they did. Yeah, MPX split them up. Generation Me split, and they had them fight, and then that's when they quit.
Huh? MPX or
Generation Me, Nick and Matt.
You said MPX. You said MPX.
TNA, whatever, Impact.
Okay.
I don't think I said MPX.
No, you said MPX.
You did.
Okay. Yeah, so the Young Bucks were at MPX, all right? It was long ago. We don't have footage of it. God.
It was before they were famous, I swear.
Yeah.
But yeah,
PWG got big. So back in 1999, when they were 12 years old.
Yeah. So after that, we got the match that was set up at the beginning of the night: Brixton Shaw taking on Joe Garcia, and
Joe Garcia, Addicts. Joe.
Joey. No.
I'll be honest. I usually say Joey a lot too because that's how I know him.
It's hard to differentiate that.
It's one of those where I think even Jamie pointed it out was he's always going to be Joey to me because he was always a kid. And now that he's grown up and he has a kid, it's like, hey, he's Joe. And it's a little weird sometimes. But no, Joe, again, I think he's one of the most talented wrestlers we have as far as technical and smoothness. Like when we talked with LaMotta, and he always said Gino is smooth like butter. Mm-hmm. To me, that's Joe. Joe is very smooth in the ring.
That's one of the reasons I really want to see Joe versus Gino.
Joe and Gino would be amazing.
I mean, I understand one of the reasons we didn't get them at Texas Famous, but
I hate to make the comparison, but I think it's Eddie Ray with Joe and Gino. That would be the level we get, and it would be phenomenal. So yeah, if Gino ever comes back to MPX, which I'm telling you, as soon as MLW contract's up, he's going to WWE. Use him while you can, companies. Mm-hmm. If we get Gino versus Joe, that would make me happy. Yeah, that'd make me very, very happy.
But this match
that would give me, that would give my wrestling heart a boner. definitely would.
Yeah, and it's like, considering this match was for Brixton's qualifier spot.
Hey, did she jump down or should be held?
She'll be fine.
Okay.
Sorry, 15-year-old cat.
Just making sure.
Yeah. But it's like, this was for the Prison Break qualifier, so there were stakes to it as well.
Yes.
And the match itself was, it's like Joe was throwing everything he could at Brixton. And it took Brixton back a little bit.
It did. And again, this is one of those where we had said, we wanted, Emerald to be the guinea pig.
Yep.
And we wanted Brixton and Jackson and Joe to have a chop off to see who had the stronger chops.
Yeah.
And Joe and Brixton definitely brought it.
Oh yeah.
You saw. I think Brixton won the chop off. I think Joe's chest was just a little more bruised.
Yeah. I think so.
The hot sauce wasn't on the hand. It was on the super kick.
Oh yeah.
That super kick was flush, and that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Brixton was still standing. Well, the ropes helped him, but
Yeah. That'll happen.
yeah, it was flush. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
The match was so good. It's one of those where they were a little rough to start, but then I think they figured each other's speed and it worked good.
Yeah, because he's like, Brixton is a much more slower, methodical type wrestler, while Joe is obviously very quick on his feet.
Fast.
Yeah.
So damn fast.
And it's like, it takes a certain kind of guy to be able to keep up with Joe.
Fast as fuck, boy. Oh yeah, I watch TikTok all the time, sorry.
Now that it's no longer Chinese spyware. Oh, jeez. It's like 4 years ago.
Good. Thank you, Pat. Follow Tommy Dean's TikTok.
Yeah.
It is really good. Also,
Mad Prince's TikTok.
Mad
Matt
Prince.
Prince, Barrett Brown has a really good one.
Oh, yes.
Angel Blues TikTok.
The
still look right,
Jason Silver. I don't know if Dexter still has his up or not.
The Clown has a good one. It scares me, but it's good.
Tommy Dean says, yes, follow me.
But, yeah, and Brixton coming away with the win, and Joe not being happy. I don't know. It's like
I said, it was kind of both. It was like during the match, and then it was all, oh, maybe Joe's face. And then at the end, it's like, oh, maybe he's not. Maybe he's just him. And
like, I don't know where we're going with Joe, and I'm excited to see.
I think Joe can kind of do like an Orton, where he's not really face, he's not really heel, he's that tweener.
It's whoever he's going up against determines whether he's face or heel.
I think Joe can do that.
Because when he went up against Brixton, he got the cheers because Brixton is a full-on heel.
Yeah, I think, and I think Joe's talented enough to do that and pull it off. Because like we said, in the ring, yeah, he very much played a face.
Oh yeah.
So. I thought the match was good. I thought it was solid. Like I said, a little rough to start, but then they got each other's speed and mannerisms and mechanics out of the way.
Yeah. And then, of course,
I'm just really curious. Is Dave blowing up the chat and we're ignoring him, or has he been quiet?
He's been quiet.
Oh,
wow.
Good.
We ignored him twice, and he's like,
oh,
meh.
Hurt his feelings.
We're like, he's like, I'm bored now.
I almost feel bad. Almost.
I don't.
It's like, we haven't had Richard. What?
I was going to say, was it you that was like, no, he's like a child. If you don't show him attention, he'll eventually quit.
I think that was Richard.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, it's really kind of hard to ignore Dave, Richard. And he's like, he's a child. And then, sir, you're in the way.
So the main event was...
The main event was Sebastian Envy taking on Tatum Manning. And...
Tatum had a very good promo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I also enjoyed going full rock and grabbing the camera from
Yeah.
Ross. Which, was his birthday, so that was, I guess that was a nice little present from Ross.
Hey, he gets to be involved in the show for a little bit, yeah.
Also, Brian got a great picture of, again, our White Rock filming and flipping the bird. It was so great. Like, I saw that picture, I go, oh, that's beautiful. Because there is a picture of the Rock doing that, too.
Yep.
So, and then that was also fun, having Envy after show.
Apparently, Fitz also has a TikTok.
Yes, he does.
Go get him.
Such a good attack dog. I'm gonna come lick you and hug you.
Oh, no, he's gonna go hide behind roommate.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Let me guess. The little dog's always in front.
Oh no! Yeah. Okay. This is a complete sidetrack. Let me tell you one of my favorite stories involving
It's
Gilligan.
Tatum and Envy, so little dog.
Oh, yeah.
Dog, it makes sense.
So
there.
I was at a friend's wedding, and they lived out on a ranch, and they were doing it out there. They had these big Brahma bulls, right?
The Rock.
Yeah. And these bulls.
I'm keeping it wrestling related.
These Brahma were allowed to just wander around out of the ranch, and we had to stay out of their way, right? So at one point, we're all sitting in this clearing that they've got set up with the grill and everything, and everybody's drinking and everything like that. My dog is sitting in front. Gilligan is sitting in a friend's lap, and one of the lead bulls stops, looks over in our direction. And I'm like, okay, I take Rocky, I go put him behind a fence and tie him up. I'm like, nope, I'm not having that happen. Not thinking that the little dog would be, brave enough to go after. The lead bull looks over and moves just long, right? And you would think that this bull had just insulted Gilligan's mother because he leaps down from this woman's lap and bolts across the clearing straight for him. And I'm just like screaming, Gilligan, no!
You never heard of little dog syndrome?
He's a terrier. What can I say? They do not have fear.
And going back to the show, this explains Envy perfectly. It's small dog syndrome.
Oh, man.
He is going to hurt me, isn't he?
Yeah,
yes, he is.
You signed the waiver.
And I still didn't get the lead role. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No.
So this match was actually fantastic.
Yes, it was
because
better than I thought it would be. And it's no disrespect to both of them. I just figured their styles would clash too much.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a lot of it was fun due to the fact that Tatum kept making the short jokes, and then Sebastian showed him how much that doesn't matter.
Well, that, and also Sebastian's one of those that he can hang with Tatum as far as like the trash talk and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think that's one thing Tatum doesn't get challenged on enough.
That's because there's nobody.
There's not many that can do it.
It's like there's not very many people who are as good as him.
I mean, Jesus Christ! If Jamie was a wrestler. Fuck.
Oh,
Jamie and Tatum, I mean, the ref would have to be sitting there telling them to shut up. That would be amazing, but...
Hell, just have a
that's
fucking
why I'm
roast match.
still disappointed we didn't get a full-on trash talk match between Jamie and Tatum before Jamie retired.
Like she said, just like a little burn battle. Just back and forth would have been great. Maybe one day. Maybe we'll get Jamie just one night and he can do it against Tatum. But no, that was... The match itself, like I said, I thought was good. It was, I like this aggressive Tatum that we've seen. I mean, we saw it when he started with Casey. That's when it really started.
Yeah.
We started to see a more aggressive side, which I guess was preparing for what we were about to get. And this aggressive Tatum is amazing. I really like it. I almost want to say it's Mox like. He's very unhinged at times.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting, kind of.
I kind of see where you're going with that, yeah.
And I like it. It fits. He's pulling it off amazingly well. And then Sebastian's one of those where I've always liked him. I just felt there's a lot of times on MPX he's not... It's almost a zero effect where you're like, he's going to lose.
Yeah.
And now we're not getting that. We're getting a different Sebastian. And the fact that he won it clean, no shenanigans. I was thoroughly impressed, and I think it kind of solidified Envy in MPX as kind of a threat a little bit. And yeah, it doesn't. I mean, and size never really matters in wrestling to a degree. Look at Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is one of those that, like I was saying with Dave, with all he's done, with all Rey's done, he's never really an underdog.
Yeah.
Just because it's Rey Mysterio. And he's not at that point yet, obviously in MPX, but he's on his way up there. I mean, the matches he's had have been really good. They've been some of the best we've seen from him in a while, and it's going to be interesting to see this tag match. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed the I don't even know if he meant to do it as a tribute, but the New Jack tribute that Dave did at the end, that was perfect.
Yes, it's like Schaefer comes out and they're about to destroy Tatum just completely in the middle of the ring. Dave comes out with the trash can full of weapons
and throws it in the ring. The only thing missing was Natural Born Killers blaring through the speaker, and then Dave to go like this. Just, oh my God. Loved it. And it's one of those, like I said, I don't know if he meant to do it or not. I took it that way. I was like, oh, a New Jack tribute. Awesome. Because I am one of those where...
So it'd be a Metroplex incident.
Right. It's one of those where I know he's probably one of the most controversial wrestlers. If you watch his Smoky Mountain stuff, look, ECW is what made him famous. Smoky Mountain was probably some of the best New Jack work there was. On the mic, in the ring, New Jack was good. And then I think because I know where you're going with like how he was outside the ring and stuff like that.
It's one of those. The way I look at it as people are sad that he's gone, and this happens a lot. It's like I felt the same way about DMX, and it's like people are sad he's gone, and I'm sad for them. He has family that is going to miss him. That's not to say he was a perfect person, but then again,
not at all.
Who the fuck is?
But that was the other thing too, is kind of his son, who he had a strained relationship with, had said recently. I saw it on Twitter because he's trans or drag or something. I don't know. He's something that New Jack had condemned. It was like, I don't have a relationship with him. Apparently, he had said, hey, before my dad died, like a month before, he did reach out and he tried to make amends and he tried to. So stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. So it kind of lightened. Now, obviously, yes, he was a little crazy. When you do coke that much, you're going to be crazy.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
And that was the other thing, on the car right here. I was like, man, we lost DMX, New Jack, and Paul Mooney.
Oh, man, that's just
that's a deadly stable, honestly. That is not a trio I want to walk into.
Yeah, no kidding. Fuck. But still, I was like, that sucks, man.
Yeah, it does. But no, having that, and like I said, I don't know if Dave meant it as a tribute or not, or if it was just literally, fuck it, here's a can of weapons. I'm going to make it look, I'm going to do this. I loved it. I thought it was great because I took it as a tribute. And like I said, knowing Dave's from Philly, obviously he probably liked and watched ECW. He may not liked it. He definitely watched it because it's Philly. Like I said, I got a hint that it probably was meant to be. I think we did miss an opportunity. Even if you're not playing Natural Born Killers, play their music while they're doing that. That would have been great. But yeah, it was, again, the match itself with Tatum and Envy was great.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was shocked at the outcome, but I think it was a good shock. It's one of those where you didn't see it coming. It was one of those, holy crap moment type things. Because you're expecting Tatum to maybe kick out the last second. Oh, God, I can't remember. I don't know why I just thought of this.
You expect Tatum to be the Superman of the company and, be unbeatable, bury everybody with that golden shovel.
I can't, he's
luckily
Golden Goose.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I know it was Bambi. I cannot remember the match. You might. There was a very, very near fall 3 that was perfect. Bambi timed it so perfect, and the way he moved it was brilliant. And I don't know if it was Tatum and Envy or if it was Tommy. There was one match, and even Pulver's got a pic of it. It was it was one of the little graphics where he's like, and that's how you do a close 3 fall. It was perfect, and I wanted to mention it, and man, I forgot the match. But that's, again, I think that's one, again,
production.
Bambi, I think, is one of the best refs we have, Bambi and Travis. But again,
still doing good.
Envy and Tatum was good. I was shocked. I thought Tatum was going to kick out Final Cut.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And again, Final Cut was, I think I even mentioned I was like, can he even hit Final Cut on Tatum? And he did.
He did.
It's because, again, like I said, because he's got that running knee. And I was like, that should be Envy's finish because it looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it's he hit the Final Cut and he hit it and it looked good.
And let's see. Yeah. The tag team finisher that he and Schaefer had is called the Extended Cut.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the director's cut?
His other finish is called Fade to Black.
Okay. That's the one that's the flatliner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, flatliner is the cutting room floor key crusher.
Cutting room floor, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's one of those where I like that's another thing. It's why I keep trying to get Mad Prince to name it No Laughing Matter. I like finishers with names. I'm very simple. I like tag teams to have names, and I like monikers. Mr. Match of the Night.
It's the
it's simple
Saturday
things.
morning cartoon superhero vibe.
Exactly.
You know,
Bret the Hitman Hart. Like it's just,
it's what makes them a little more. And I'm not just saying this because haha, it's a pun. It's what makes them larger than life.
Exactly, it does.
You know, it's like even with Tommy Becker being the Tommy Becker makes him much more than
Mayhem,
just
Stephen Kirby, which I think that was something that we didn't really mention. He came out as Mr. Mayhem. Like, it wasn't necessarily Stephen Kirby.
Yeah.
He came out for a fight against Iron Belly.
You got to fight.
And I thought that was something that was really, I think that kind of proved what Iron Belly was. Because, Mikey B, he was Kirby. He was fun-loving, drunk Kirby. This one was Mr. Mayhem looking for a fight.
and even then, kind of looking, maybe I don't want this fight.
Well, he immediately
I
yelled,
love
no.
that. He's like, nope, I want no part of this one. Nope.
That was, again...
that was great.
Yeah, and who knows what we'll get next week with Emerald.
I'm hoping for good things for him.
No, I meant like with Kirby. Are we going to get Mr. Mayhem or are we going to get Fun Drunk? And I was like, what if we just get jeans and t-shirt, not taking this seriously, Kirby? It's just like, who the hell are you?
That would be mean.
I know, that's why we're not doing it. So yeah, that was Chaos Theory.
Oh yeah. And honestly, that was the go home show. It's like, as long as that took, that was the go home show for what we're getting next week. Because next week, wait, no. Let's talk about that other show announcement.
Actually, there was two, and did you not write them down in the order that came out?
Not. I guess not.
Well, I'll go with July 3rd because that's my favorite.
Yeah.
July 3rd, Saturday, is The Purge.
It's like, please don't yell in the house.
Purge.
It's like, I still had that. I love that. It's like,
oh, that was amazing. Because weren't you like sick or had a headache or something?
Yeah.
It's
like I had a sinus headache, and you yelled, and I'm just like, no.
It actually scared you.
Because we also had, that was when we still had.
Headphones. And noticed how I did not wear mine. And then Isaac constantly yelling. It was great.
That was fantastic.
But no, The Purge is amazing. I love how I totally forgot fans are level 10 for the night, because on mainline the whole thing was like, no, you're gonna die. I've got to try.
Oh, you didn't notice I was gonna say, he's like, you didn't notice how I was plugging that. Fans, the addicts are level 10. Certified Mark Productions, we signed a waiver.
I totally missed that because I just went off like, no, I've got a tribe to protect me. No, I've got fun to protect.
So it worked
I've got people that like me. You're screwed.
I've got people that like me.
Okay, Byron and Sebastian, they're not going to save you.
And the Iron Belly.
Iron Belly might save you.
It's like, I've got some protection. I don't know how good it's going to be.
I've got 2 vampires, 2 cannibals.
Two vampires?
Well, okay, vampire / cannibal. I don't know what he is. I don't know what the fuck you call the Empress of Excessive Violence.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's like, if we're talking silver, it's like, he ain't going to protect you any more than he's going to protect me. He ain't going to protect anybody. He's going to sit back and laugh while we're just pummeled into hamburger.
The tribes of brotherhood, they'll be there. He may kick you in the dick, but he will. If you're he's one of those friends where, kind of like we are. If we're in a fight, we're there for each other. But otherwise, we're going to constantly fuck with each other ourselves. So.
But I was just going to say, he's like, dude, this is Jason Silver we're talking about. The guy who will throw heavy things at your head while you're doing a live show.
He will kick you in the dick, but if you're actually getting jumped, he will help you.
Yeah. But we've got the matches we have lined up are all matches that, except for one for the next week.
Yeah.
They're matches that were built towards.
Yes.
So these announced matches were like,
well, even the one that's kind of not announced is built technically.
Yeah, it's something
trainer versus trainee. Or is that not what you're talking about?
No, that's not what I was talking about.
What are you talking about? I'm
talking about the one that we didn't get because of the winter storm.
Oh, which even then it's kind of been built.
Yeah.
Totally. I don't know how I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. I think I kind of want to because I need earplugs.
Oh, good lord.
And
I'm a big fan of Tim Storm, but good lord.
Well, it's because you don't. Never mind. I've kind of pushed the limit already.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess.
Well, I was going to say, is like, there's going to be threats at the show again.
Tommy Dean says, "Purge," you say.
Yes, Tommy.
Yes,
Dean.
Tommy. Yes, the Purge. Please come to the Purge. Yes.
Maybe we can get a ghost Tyler Jet back.
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh. Go ahead, name the mid-cities. Oh, other show, Liberty.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Was it Liberty?
I think it was called Liberty.
It's basically, it is a show that we are going to be having on Juneteenth, and obviously neither Kyle nor I really have the complexion to talk in depth about this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find someone.
You know what? I happen to know a guy.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he's there.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Oh, I would assume as well. But it is going to be a celebration of the black athletes in Texas wrestling and Texas wrestling in general, because it is going. I like it.
Yes, I'm very happy MPX is doing this.
It doesn't have an official name yet.
Okay.
Not an official name yet.
Well, I think they did at the show. I don't think it's on the website yet. But yeah, it's one of those where I'm glad MPX doing it, and we're seeing that a lot more. We saw at WrestleMania weekend there was a show called For the Culture, which was great. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, hell, we got
Exodus
the show tomorrow.
or Nate Collins, one of them worked it. I know Brian Keith worked it.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember which one exactly, but yeah.
So it's again, it's one of those where sadly, and yes, I'm going to go on a bit of a tirade here on WWE. Black wrestler athletes do not get the credit they deserve, and it's because WWE is the bigger stage, and it's what everyone looks at. If you actually look at the history of WWE, you have The Rock, Booker T, Mark Henry, and Kofi. That's really the only black champions we've had. It just for some reason I don't want to say Vince is racist, because I really don't think he is, but he doesn't. For some reason, they're not pushed like they should be.
I agree.
Kofi should have been pushed way before he was.
Yeah.
Big E should be pushed way more than he is now. Even back, look at Ron Simmons. Farouk was one of those that I think should have been pushed more. There's just something. Coco Beware was a hell of a talented wrestler.
There's a lot of black athletes. They make wrestling better.
Yeah,
it's like I've seen some shows that are monochromatic, and some of them are just boring because how did Byron put it? A lot of these guys, their gimmick is angry white guy.
Yeah,
and there was no creativity. There was nothing to it, and it's like. I mean, while MPX doesn't really have that problem,
I was going to say,
it's
I
just
think
like
MPX
it's a better show because of guys like Exodus, like Sebastian,
Rose, X, Xavier Daniels and stuff. MPX is one of those that throughout the history of MPX, I feel they've always been very good about having female wrestlers, having black wrestlers, have Latin wrestlers, how they have very, very diverse, which also kind of ties into what's happening Friday. Yeah, Wrestling with Diversity, Experience Wrestling is going to be a great show. Jackson Stones, I know he has a hand in it. I don't think he's doing it fully by himself.
No, there's other people.
But he's definitely got a big hand in it. Dimitri's going to be there. They're bringing out a lot of talent that, man, I wish I could be there for, because it's talent I wanted to see live for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a great show. You should check it out. It's at the MPX Event Center. And yeah, it is. It's not just wrestling. They have, I think they're having 4 matches, but it's also a discussion, and it's also like a history of like case in point with Dimitri portraying the, I don't even want to say Russian stereotype, because he kind of goes against that. Yeah, no, it's like the Russian stereotype is usually pro-Russian government, right? And he's totally opposite, and he's made it work. And again, we are talking, and we probably shouldn't be talking about this because we're not. Like you said, we're white. We can't. Yeah, we don't have the complexion or the life experience to be able to give this the justice it deserves. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll sit with Sebastian before I think the show. We'll talk more about it. Or somebody that can say what it means to them. Or yes. Yeah. Exactly. Just have what it means to them to have a show like this, because it's the same. There was. God, MV Young put it on a couple weeks ago. Polyam Cult. It was all about LGBT. Yes, it was about that, and it was all those athletes, and it was a really good show. And it's something that I think nowadays, obviously, because it's 2021, it's a little more open to I don't want to say accepting. You should always be accepting. We're fucking human beings.
Being a member of the LGBT community, I personally cannot wait for the day where it's not a big deal.
Right, and it never should be. But yeah, it is. But yeah, again, MPX does a very good job at that, and again, I'm very happy for this. I'm almost positive the show's called Liberty. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry. And that's
we can correct that later.
June 19th, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So yeah, those shows, those are going to be definitely ones to look out for. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the summer. This is going to be a good summer. Yes. But let's go ahead and talk about Mayhem at Mid Cities, because like I said, all the matches that are coming up are.
Yeah, it was Legs and Tommy.
Legs and Tommy.
Yeah, with Bambi making that amazing 2.5 count, just beautiful.
Yeah. But like all of the matches are things that have been built towards, and we've talked before about the fact that we like our matches to matter. Yes. It's like even exhibition matches are matches that, there's something to it other than just, we're going to throw people out there just to fill time.
Yeah. It's, like I've said before, I don't like Vince Russo, but one thing he did I liked was everything meant something. Mm-hmm. Even if it was, something stupid, there was a meaning to it other than, I'm just going to fight you just because that's our job and we were told to. No, we have I bumped into you backstage and spilled your coffee, something like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I like how this everything's been built up to this. Yeah, so it's great.
It's like because we've talked about it before, the Hardakis versus Matthew Palmer match coming up.
Yes,
which this one has been built since Matt Palmer came back and Hardakis came back.
I mean, he's a monster hunter, and he's hunting the biggest monster there is. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, heck, we've talked about before about the fact that it almost feels like Matt Palmer was building this character around the idea of having this huge match against Hardakis.
And I think that's one reason why I don't like how the past 2 to 3 weeks he's looked more centerfold than he has Monster Hunter. And it's one of those where I don't know if it's just him being, you know what, I'm tired of the Monster Hunter gimmick, I just want to be me. Because let's be honest, Palmer is more centerfold than anything.
He's kind of schizophrenic too.
Well, because the Anarchist Palmer was fun too.
Yeah.
And until he ran into the barricade and almost took out the whole front row.
I was going to say, it's like Anarchist Palmer was kind of centerfold on fast forward.
I thought you were going to say on crack, which it was.
Oh yeah, that too.
Crack, meth, combined, whatever.
Yeah.
It was that stuff. What was that movie with Jason Statham? Crank. That's what he was on.
He had to keep the adrenaline up for 2 whole days.
It was speed in the human body. If your heart rate goes below this, you die.
Mm-hmm. I was just watching something talking about how Crank 2 was actually better than people gave it credit for.
Oh, I like both of them.
Yeah,
but I mean, I like most things Jason Statham's in.
It's like those movies felt to me like it's like, oh my god, it's GTA the movie.
Saying to me, I was like, no, it's Speed, but with a human body.
Yeah. But this match, I'm really not sure how it's going to go, because it's like, are we going to have Matt Palmer be the third person, or is it going to be a lot of build up for?
I think it's going to be Hardakis. I think Palmer's gonna. I think there's a reason we're seeing more centerfold and the addition of Renfield than just Monster Hunter. I think part of me also is realizing, after Hardakis, we don't have a lot of monsters.
Yeah.
So is it one of those where it kind of goes away? Or is it, hey, he defeats Hardakis, therefore he's done as the Monster Hunter? Hardakis is so protected in MPX. And rightfully so. Do not get me wrong. People think I hate on her. I really don't. It's fun. I love Isaac.
Yeah, everyone. It's like if you see the interaction back and forth, that's all. That's all in character.
Yeah,
that's the very kind of thing that inspired the Certified Mark and the Voice of the Addicts.
Right. But no, I think, like I said, it's just history kind of shows it's going to be Hardakis. And if it's not, then
surprise.
But then also, what do we do? Because if you look at the times Hardakis has lost, it's usually been for the title, or it's what we thought was going to be his last match, which was for a title as well. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. It's kind of goes back to the Brixton match. I kind of hope it's not as one-sided and more of a match.
That's what was getting me about these two interactions the last couple of weeks. Is the fact that that's why it made it feel.
See, and I think that's why Palmer's going to come out and it's going to be more because I think he's learned or he's going to drink some potion or something's going to happen to give Palmer an edge.
He's going to use that potion that Adam accidentally took the last time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I love this. No, you don't want that.
That is one of my favorite matches that we've seen.
That was great. That's someone else we need back. Which he'll be there Friday.
Yeah, he'll be there tomorrow. But after that, we've got Exodus Prime and the Mad Prince for the MPX Addicts belt.
Yes.
Or bag, depending on how you look at it.
Bag's seen better days.
Oh, yeah. Part of it broke.
Yeah. Which I think I like how it fits Exodus's disdain for the Addicts title. Just put it like again. If he had it in the trash bag, I think that's even better. Just because that shows how much disdain he has for the Addicts.
I think there. I was like, I think there might be a line there for management. It's like, nope.
I didn't say throw it in the trash can. I said throw it in the trash bag.
But
it's not like he's showing up in another promotion. Throw it in the bag.
we talked about the Mad Prince.
Yeah.
Getting,
don't be the Addicts.
Sorry.
Again, it's not Tommy. It's Mad Prince. So you can chant Prince or you can chant Laugh It Off. I prefer Laugh It Off. I think it works.
Yeah. He's getting a hell of a push with this.
Well,
and
given Boss's love, does it surprise you?
No, not really.
I mean, he's got a character that is loved. The fans really did adapt to him. He's great in the ring. He pulls the character off amazingly. It's one of those where, like I said, I'm kind of torn on this because while I think Exodus is a great Addicts champion, I think it's time for him to relinquish and move on to something bigger because I think Exodus could do it. And I also think Tommy would be a great Addicts champion.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is where does that leave the rugged one?
I don't know.
And I don't want Tommy or Mad Prince. I don't want Mad Prince to, get the Addicts title and then all of a sudden Gabe's kind of forgotten about because Gabe is talented as fuck.
Yeah,
he really is. And we've kind of seen in MPX most tag teams if the one gets a push and the other one doesn't, we don't really see the other one. Look at Omara and Zero. Yeah. We see Omara a lot more than we do Zero.
Although the pub crawlers are actually getting booked elsewhere a lot now, so
And their new shirts.
Yeah, they got new shirts and everything.
Yep.
I want.
So I don't know, but yeah, it's like I don't know. I kind of want to see it, but at the same time, I'm kind of like I don't know how this is going to work.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like me and my friend were talking one time, we had the idea of maybe Exodus relinquishes. There's that vacant spot. Somehow Exodus is in Prison Break.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Exodus wins the mix out right there, but it's maybe he does perform well, and it gives an idea of like, oh, Exodus could be an MPX champion.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you and I already see that, but
right. We're smarter than most addicts. I
didn't say
definitely smarter. Than
I did.
You're a little bit.
I'm smart enough to know when to shut my damn mouth.
Yeah, I'm not. Clearly, I am not. As we've seen, if you have watched any of this show, especially in the first 10 minutes, I do not know when to shut up. But no, this match I think is going to be very hard hitting. And I think it's going to be. Very well could be match of the night. If you look at the way it's been built and you look at the fire both these young men have, Exodus has come on the scene and really made for a name for himself, not only in Texas wrestling, but wrestling in general. And has proven that he's got a mindset to where he wants to be the best. And the Mad Prince is, part of me says that he's got three voices. One says, let's have fun. One says, let's murder. And then he's got one that says, hey, we want to be the best. Now, which one of those is he going to listen to come, Saturday?
Yeah, well, we'll find out. I mean, they may all three agree that it's like, oh, let's murder him, take the belt, have fun with it, and we'll be the best.
Let's murder, have fun, and we'll be the best. Okay, yeah.
But, really, this is one of the ones I'm actually looking forward to because I think that the Mad Prince deserves a push like this. And if it means that Exodus is going to be able to move on to bigger things, I'm looking forward to that too. Because, he's got a 1-1 against Dimitri.
He does.
So,
And I mean, well, technically he won 2 out of 3 falls, so doesn't that give him a better edge?
maybe one puts them even.
Yeah, I guess true.
So 2 and 2. So we still need a rubber match then.
Everyone thought 2 or 3 falls was a rubber match. Nope, not in our fucking brain. In our fucking head, they're pinned to the 2. Haha, fuck you, NPX management. Rubber match.
Please direct all complaints.
That was actually you brought up that.
No, I'm the.
And this is why we don't have a show.
And that was the day Kyle finally got us kicked off the air.
But then we've also got, like I said, we've got Tim Storm coming in finally and taking on Dexter Hardaway. Dexter Hardaway has made absolutely no secret of the fact that he is basically hanging up the boots. June, July?
Thought it was July.
July.
Thought it was July. He's already kind of sucks because he already left Facebook, which I get why when you talk to him. Totally makes sense. Because let's be honest, it's if your career's winding down for someone, no offense, but of his age, it's not worth it. Facebook is not worth it.
No. I have often said, as much as I live on social media and my business is on social media, the internet was a mistake. Social media more so.
Yeah, the internet's not a mistake. Social media is the best and worst thing to happen.
Yeah.
Because it gave everyone a voice. Cool. It gave everyone a fucking voice. Bad.
This is how you...
I have a voice. Not everyone wants to hear it. I don't give a shit.
This is how you get conspiracy theory bullshit.
You can't talk about Fitz and Emerald like that.
Hey.
I love both of you. Please don't hate me.
They're going to.
Oh yeah, they're gonna kill you. Fitz will.
I was going to Fitz already hates
Emerald will flip you off and be like, "Fuck you, man." We'll get videos of very angry bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Love you, Aaron. But
just remember, everyone, when he comes out, this is Emerald. Just remember.
And then, of course, we have the main event. It's like,
Dexter and Tim.
Dexter and Tim. Let's talk more about that.
Very, very first time, possibly the last time Tim's ever been in MPX. And it's also going to be the first and last time him and Dexter have a match, which is crazy in both their careers that they've never had a one-on-one match.
I mean, it's like, admittedly, it makes sense because Dexter did have to take an extended hiatus.
He took a extended hiatus, and he also, for the most part, stayed in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Which, hey, works. It worked well for him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
he, Tommy understands. Dexter was the king of shit for a while. But then Dexter finally
do not
came
eat
to
the
Texas.
mic.
I know. I can't even blame Rocky on that one. My hand hit it. But no, Dexter's finally, he claimed Dexus. He is home.
Yep.
And let's be honest, we need to thank the Beaver. If it wasn't for the Beaver, I don't know that Dexter's moving to Texas. So a lot of people say it's Nova. I think it was Bucky. I think Bucky's what really
Thank you for
brought
clarifying,
Dexter here.
Bucky.
Oh, God damn you. Really? What the hell is wrong with you? I am not even that bad.
I'm sure you're not.
God. Now,
You're just that oblivious.
Now, if I would have said never mind. See what you did? You brought that up. You almost made me say something.
Say it.
No.
Nope.
He knows where I'm going. That's why he said no.
It's after 9 o'clock. We're at MPX Rehab prime time, so.
Rehab after dark.
God.
It is now 5 cents for every minute.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
and
so yeah, this match.
Left the chat.
This match is. I'm looking forward to this match
This
simply
is going to
because
be a very old school feel, and I'm here for it. It's going to be amazing. It's one of those where also I think we're going to have to see a different Dexter because let's face it, Tim is powerful.
Oh yeah,
Tim is very strong.
If you have never seen Tim Storm wrestle, first off, why? Second off, go look him up. NWA.
Thirdly, bring earplugs because Melanie is going to blow everyone's eardrums out.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
I mean, they really should.
Make sure you bring your rain clogs.
Yeah. Bring your rain boots. For you too with Sebastian.
Tommy Dean says,
one more time.
You got to get last
one more
in.
time. Oh, just wait till if he actually wins the tag. Oh, that's going to happen on mainline.
Oh, you're saying he's going to beat Dave?
I'm saying if. I said it, big if.
Tommy Dean says, I regret making that damn joke.
Yeah.
We love you, Tommy.
But no, that's the thing is...
This man doesn't beat dead horses, he makes glue.
I'm not done with king shit yet. Trust me, when you come back, I will chant king shit, all right? Don't challenge me. I did chant slap the white boy. But going back to my train of thought... Oh, I think MPX management really should... supply earplugs.
Oh yeah,
or at least make her watch it outside. Because the building can only take so much. Like we might need to open all the doors. Like we need to be prepared for this.
60-10 sonic damage.
Exactly. I know it's a nerd thing, but yeah, cool. Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some people got it.
Yeah.
If Red is here, he probably got it right.
Maybe.
Is it a D&D thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I got a little bit then.
Yeah.
Most of our guys probably will get it.
But
D&D and wrestling.
Bunch of nerds.
Apparently.
Okay, pro wrestling is the biggest collection of nerds outside of a convention. So
I never realized that until the more I started talking to wrestlers and get to know them. They're like, you're all nerds.
Yeah.
That totally explains wrestling now.
I don't know. Maybe it might have clued you in with Dimitri's Red Ribbon Army gear. His like original gear. He had red ribbon stuff on it.
I thought you were talking about the anti-Red Army. I go,
no.
I was like, yes, he hates Russia. We know that.
No, Red Ribbon Army.
Or not
it's totally
Russia,
different.
He hates
it's
the Red Army. Yeah. Anyways.
Which, just makes me want to see, had made me want to see him versus Sebastian way back when. Black Goku versus Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it just, there are people who take it to even a further level than even, Red does. So.
Well, yeah, there's, what's his name? Cutler, who rolls.
Brandon Cutler is my fucking hero, man. I love him.
And his wife is amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, she's talent beyond talent. I don't know her name, but a lot of the stuff that he brings out.
Oh, okay.
She made.
I thought you meant she was a wrestler. I was like,
no.
Oh, she's the seamstress. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she's like his coat.
Yeah.
Big badass coat. She made that.
Nice. That's awesome.
So it's like, yeah, Brandon. I love Brandon Cutler. He's awesome. I was so excited when he was going to be on AEW. I'm like, yes. But
and then he's on Dark and Elevation.
Yeah.
Which are good shows. Don't get me wrong.
Dark needs a belt like what the Addicts title was originally supposed to be.
I think they both do.
Yeah.
If you're going to have shows like that, you need to have a title.
Yeah.
The original Addicts title for the Friday shows. Yeah, that was. Anyways.
But so let's go ahead and let's talk about the main event, the Prison Break match.
Did we talk about the tag match yet? Or are
you saying
that? I'm just asking.
Actually, I did skip it,
and
not on purpose.
You skipped. We talked to Kirby and Emerald a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and we're assuming that's happening. That's not official yet.
I mean, Aaron has posted his, I guess the closest thing to a promo. His call out. Yeah, it's like not exactly a promo.
Emerald, film something and put it up.
Yeah, come on, man.
He's not gonna watch.
No, he's not.
Oh hell no.
He says he will, but he won't.
He'll watch it long enough just to get to the few ribs we give him.
To get this?
Yeah, to get to this, and then we'll get that
all
video
about
of
the
this
Emerald.
again, and it's how it is. But yeah, no, that match, like I said, we talked about that a lot already, and I'm really hoping that he's honestly not looking at the previous matches and thinking that he has a lot to live up to. Go out there, do your best, have fun,
be yourself, be yourself. Sorry, I'm quoting Just Friends now. Anyways,
I don't want to be me. Sorry. Now you got typo negative in my head. Thanks. Don't want to be me.
Yeah, I know. I got you. But no, the tag match is probably the most built-up match.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Sebastian won that
because it was Sebastian won at the same time that Dave and Tatum won the tag belts.
Oh, so Destiny.
Yeah,
because remember Dave is Mr. Destiny apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Which I mean, it's not wrong.
No, he's not.
Again, something we really should have noticed and we didn't.
And that's on us. And I was like, we're the unofficial MPX archivists, and we should know this shit.
Yeah. But no, again, if it wasn't for Exodus and Matt Prince really wanting to, what I feel, show out, this probably would be match of the night. I think. And it still very well could be. Do not get me wrong. When we do this, it's all hypothetical.
Yeah.
Until it actually happens.
We're all speculative. We know nothing about what's actually going to happen on Saturday.
Until the bell rings, you don't know. The last week definitely made me more excited for the tag match. Because like I had said, originally I was like, man, I wanted Schaefer and Envy to have another tag match to show their chemistry more.
Yeah.
But I think these singles matches did very well to still solidify them as a tag team. I also think it gave better odds than we had thought. Originally, I think everyone's going in and saying, "No, second Manning." But seeing Dave beat Schaefer, a lot of people are like, "Oh, okay, cool. Dave actually beat Schaefer. That's Schaefer's their big bad gun.
Yeah, he's going to go down. Yeah,
and then Envy beat Tatum Clean. And everyone's like, oh, wait a minute. So I'm very interested in the tag match. I know, talking with a couple of other addicts, it also was, when it first was announced, no one was really looking forward to it. They're like, oh, who cares?
Yeah.
The more it's been built, people are looking forward to it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm definitely.
And the thing is,
excited.
I think part of it is, and here I go gushing about Sebastian again. I think, honestly, Sebastian's gimmick, thanks to the worst fucking match he's ever had to deal with, and he's had to deal with some shit matches. A lot of people
about Rage Rivera like that.
I will talk about that shit.
I really want. Okay, I don't want, but I do want MPX to bring him back just once, just to see what you would do.
I'd have a sign saying "Go home, Rivera."
Want him to be the mystery man Saturday. I want to see you lose your mind. I want to see you literally just go ape shit and just look over at MPX and be like, "What the fuck?"
Just the look at the whole match of.
Make him start and go all the way to the end.
It's like, I guess that would be fair given the glare he gave us a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was funny. Excuse me.
Man.
But yeah, it's like I think that it's taken a little while for the gimmick, I guess, to the strong style cinephile gimmick to, build itself onto the MPX addicts and everything like that.
Yes.
I think booking him stronger could have done that better too. But that's me.
It's also, I think, hindsight given who he's been against, what we've done, stuff like that. Because if you look since he kind of did the strong style, he's been booked pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he had what? The one loss against Nate Collins?
He had, it was like he had a good, decent back and forth with Nate Collins, which he actually...
He's one up on him, I think. He, he looked well in multi-man stuff. He ended up winning the tag title. I think he's been booked good, and I think that's honestly what has helped him.
Yeah.
I think it's more of. I think it's also him, again, how we've talked about learning and evolving the character.
Yeah.
He originally came out with just the clipboard. Now he's got the clip and the script. He's now saying, "Hang on, cut." Rewrite. Like he's starting to incorporate more movie stuff to it. So I think that also has kind of helped with getting the addicts not necessarily behind him because they are still booing him because that's what they should do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's getting them
the Orson Welles
in the character.
The Orson Welles thing is a joke from me. That's
But that's the thing. If you're like Arnie Anderson said. Whether they boo you or cheer you, as long as you're getting a reaction, who the fuck cares?
I mean, there were some reactions that I'm just like, I still want to take a baseball bat to certain people, but that's.
But again, they're getting reactions. Like as long as, and I think that's what I mean by the fan interaction. Yeah. As long as they are doing what they're supposed to, and even if they're not, like how I cheer for Exodus, he's still getting a reaction and the reason I'm okay doing that, like if I knew that so many people weren't going to boo him, I wouldn't. I would be on the side of, hey, let's boo him because that's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
There's case in points a lot of times where...
Well, you also tend to be like the second biggest heel market in PX.
Yes.
I mean, nobody beats
right behind Lugo.
Yeah.
But that's also because I know most of the heels I cheer for are going to get booed out the building, so I feel comfortable doing it. Because there's a lot of times, because again, voice of the addicts, and it was a joke, but it's also serious, and I'll joke with Cole all the time. I make the puppets dance. There will be times me and my friend will start dueling chants just to make sure they catch on, because I'm sorry, the addicts are not that smart enough to catch on, so that then I can go to what I actually want to say. Case in point, when we were doing Slap the White Boy, it was Slap the White Boy, laugh it off. Slap the White Boy, laugh it off. Because the addicts, I don't think, are fully behind laugh it off yet. I think they're getting there. I think after that Saturday, I think they got it.
I can tell you, it's like the girls, Ernie Pruitt's girls. Yes. They are really a big part of getting that one over.
Yes. So there are things, like I said, it's, make the puppets dance. There are times, like I said, where if I knew the heel was not going to get booed so bad by the others, then fine, I would boo him. That way everyone knows. Because again, fans are part of the show, whether people in wrestling like to admit it or not. They have a role to play. Because if you don't look at the new Texas Pro tapings, and admittedly so, me and you, because of how we are, we're very quiet anyways in general. And I'll be honest, I am in small groups. If it's a big group, I'll be loud because I'm assuming someone else is going to join me.
It's like most of the time I'm quiet because I'm busy, writing or something like that.
But you need fans to play off of. I think that was one thing COVID taught a lot of wrestling fans. Watching these empty shows before they had the Thunderdome or before we were allowed fans in the building, wrestlers they crave that interaction to play off of. Yeah. Because it tells them... They need the energy. They need the energy, 1 and 2. It tells that roller coaster of emotion where to go. Because you could be doing something, you could write everything down on paper, but if the fans are not going to react to it, everything you wrote on paper means shit. And I think that's one thing I like about the way Kirby teaches, is he does have a very old school way of thought of, look, listen to the crowd. If what you had planned isn't working, you've got to adapt and change. And there's very few wrestlers that do that nowadays. You see a lot of wrestlers go out there, they have this in mind, boom, that's all they're going to do.
They have a paper somewhere in the back where they wrote down, this is what we're doing here, this is what we're doing here, this is what we're doing here.
My heart broke a little bit because recently Steamboat told the story. Him and Savage had that match laid out for 2 months. Savage wrote everything down, and they memorized everything Savage wrote down. So everything they did, they had pre-planned. And Steamboat, that's the first time he had ever done that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, that breaks my heart, because I figured they were playing off the crowd, and it was all by touch and hand and stuff like that.
It tells you exactly how...
Well, no, it tells how good Randy is, because he knows what the fucking crowd's going to do.
Yeah.
But it's one of those where I'm like, man, it takes that old school way of thinking to me. It takes that old school out and be like, oh, look, that's probably the very first time a match was laid out from bell to bell.
But I'm maybe not, because it's like, if you think about it, bookers from the old times, like if you've ever seen, there's a channel called Parts Unknown. They actually have a video saying why wrestling is fake and everything like that, and it tells the history from Frank Gotch on, talking about how wrestling got its start. And bookers used to do that stuff. They used to say, well, this is what we're going to do here, this is what we're going to do here, this is what we're going to do here, because they had to time certain things so that they could get the crowd to do what they wanted to do.
That. Because, they do. They make the crowd dance, and they have, again, crowds are fucking puppets. You just got to learn how to work them. But I love, there's that story we were told by MPX Management where they had the card under the thing or whatever, under the seat, and the guy had to guess or whatever. And they're like, well, what's your backup? And the manager was like, oh, we didn't have backup. I knew what he would do. And I was like, oh, that's pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's, hey, some people are smart like that.
Yeah. It's the whole thing of, some people work great with the script, some people work great improving.
Again, Roman Reigns, I think, is one of those where his promos are horrible unless he's allowed to be him.
Yeah.
When he's not given a script, it's amazing.
Yeah.
When he's given a script that he has to follow word for word, it's not good.
Yeah, no.
Suffering succotash.
Suffering succotash. I'm sorry. There is one wrestler who made Thuffering Thuckatash funny, and that was Christian Cage making fun of Jack Swagger.
Yes.
And it's like that was. You're a champion. You're strong. Well, Thuffering Thuckatash. Goddamn Christian, yes.
So great. Mm-hmm. Again, Swagger got ruined. If he would have never spoke, and they just if they gave him what was it, Zeb Coulter from the start. Oh my God, he's a star.
Yes, because honestly,
it's kind of like I don't know, but it's also like in real life, like you look at Mike Tyson, then you hear him talk, you're like, oh, you're not danger. Oh, you're gonna murder someone. So I mean. Swagger still will fuck you up. Don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna eat his children right in front of him. It's like the voice says no, but I still believe you.
But I've seen you almost kill a man with one punch. So
he and Evander Holyfield are gonna have a rematch soon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Part of me wants to see it. Part of me is like, please God, no.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like the Roy Jones Jr. thing, where it's not even a real boxing match. It's some stupid sparring session.
Yeah. So. It's Rocky Balboa all over again.
We got 2 matches left, I think.
Actually, no, we have the one.
Okay, good.
We have the main event, the 6-man match of Prison Break.
MPX's own elimination chamber.
Yep. Although apparently Mr. Fix-It was told, he's like, hey, do you think you could actually build the pods? His response was, where do we put them?
Yes, you can.
But where do we put them after?
Over there in the corner.
Yeah. let people take pictures in them or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But this match is for the MPX Championship, which I have been told.
They proved us wrong.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, apparently this was set in motion months ago.
Yeah. And so far, the qualified entrants are Brixton Shaw, Mr. Legs, Casey Clay, and the Tommy Becker. And, of course, the seated...
champ is here.
The champ is the seated member of the show, which means we have one that isn't announced and isn't revealed.
Vacant!
And Vacant. Yeah, Vacant is making his return to MPX.
He's the current New Japan champion right now.
Mm-hmm. So this was a fantastic get. It's just absolutely wonderful.
How much money we're wasting on Vacant?
Oh, come on. He's one of the greatest champions in all of wrestling history. Austin, we miss you.
We really do. Soon, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone says soon.
Everyone, yeah. I don't know.
Again, that shows how overrated he is.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is, like I said, Prison Break, we originally had speculated prospect title, because that's normally how we reintroduce it, is a Prison Break match. Especially with Brixton qualifying first. I was like, oh, he's made for the prospect title.
I was thinking, it's like, I smelled gold, because Prison Break is too big of a match for just...
a number one contender. No.
Maybe Hateful Eight. Maybe.
I like Hateful Eight, but it also needs Carl Knight to take away the sword. Because if Carl Knight's not there, it'd be like, you cannot use this.
What is wrong with you?
Travis and Bambi doing that because I feel like Travis would be like, fuck it, go ahead. And I feel like Bambi would be like, oh, I ain't touching that, go ahead.
No, thank you.
But
I'm not gonna die.
I literally see Travis in his mind going, yeah, fuck it, go ahead, go stab away.
Sure. Here I am, just trying to keep everybody safe.
Exactly. Travis would just look at it past me like, my hands are tied. You said anything.
Yeah.
Carl's the only smart one to be like, no, don't. We can't murder people.
What are you doing? No. Throw shoes at him.
We miss you, Carl.
Just never gonna let that down.
Oh no.
But no, it's one of those where, like I said earlier, I think we can really, really solidify Dimitri's title reign here if he's the first one to start and last all the way. I'm really curious who the Vacant is. Frankie Fisher said he's not doing anything, and his favorite person's in the match.
Oh yeah, that'd be great to see.
I had speculated maybe somehow Exodus gets in there.
Maybe.
Maybe it's a return of someone. Maybe Sky's broken out of the asylum.
Maybe.
There's maybe Tommy Dean. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Tim Storm's there. Maybe he wants MPX gold. Maybe he gets rid of Dexter and wants MPX gold.
Maybe ACH makes
oh my God, we would have to hear Melanie twice.
Oh no.
No, MPX, don't do it, please.
Maybe ACH is back. We're talking about failed attempts, getting the second chance.
Bro.
What? Did he win the belt?
I totally went somewhere else with it. I'm sorry. No, he lost to Dimitri. No, he lost to Dimitri.
Gotcha. So what the hell did you think I was going with that? Jeebus Crow.
You know exactly where he was going.
She got it. Name me lose my train. Deathmatch Andre.
Oh yeah, Remedy.
Skip says maybe it's me.
God damn it, Skip. No.
That'd be kind of funny.
I would love Skip to actually do it, and then someone clock him and steal it. Because I'm sorry. That is Skip's career right now.
Oh,
is for him to be all happy to get a title shot.
Yeah, it's like he is the luckless contender.
He's God's little punchline.
Yeah.
And Tommy Dean says, "I would love to."
With all the love in our heart for you, Skip.
I really do.
You really are good in the ring.
I really hope one day someone sees your talent and uses you, and not just terrific pro wrestling. I really hope another actual
he was
wrestling
champion over at APW.
Really?
It was APW or was it AAPW? I don't know.
Oh, it probably is AAPW.
Yeah,
Mineral Wells Barn, I think.
Yeah, something like that. He was cruiserweight champion for a while.
It's good.
So he's had a belt.
Yeah.
Tommy Dean says, "I would love to, but I'm not available until a week later, bruh."
It's for the MPX Championship. Drop the other booking.
We here at CMP, at least this version of CMP, do not advise you to drop any bookings.
No, unless you're like, do what you need to do.
Killing Kilbane? Oh, okay, yeah, he needs to kill Kilbane.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, then never mind. Go for it. Do it. Do the thing.
And Skip says it is APW.
APW?
Okay. Not AAPW.
There's two of them. I get them confused all the flipping time.
Oh, yeah, there was NWA and NTWA.
Yeah.
Apparently there's TWA, but that got shut down really quick, so...
Texas All Pro Wrestling, DFW All Pro Wrestling, that kind of stuff.
Which one? Which one got shut down? Was it TWA?
It was.
Or is it
TWA is still going on. It's Texas All Pro that got shut down because,
Hush.
That was the one Dexter and Nova are like, we're not on this.
Everybody was like, oh, fuck this noise. We didn't know about this beforehand. Now that we do, we're doing it.
Go down there.
Gordy was still doing it, wasn't she?
Huh?
Gordy was still going to do it, wasn't she?
She never came out huge in public about it, but on other people's posts, she's like, "Yeah, no, me too."
Oh yeah, okay, sure.
When she realized that it was a bad look,
got canceled.
When it was more than just a trendy virus.
I'm glad no one will ever show her this. Actually, I don't really care. She fucking sucks.
But yeah, no, this match.
Your dad's name.
I don't know where this is going to go, though. The prison break match.
Sorry about that, y'all.
I think the introduction of the vacant spot really is what I think makes this crazier than normal.
Yeah,
because I mean, it could be fucking Hardakis. Like it could be anyone.
Yeah,
Scott McKenzie could come back. Probably not, but I wish. Could be fucking
McKenzie versus Dimitri.
Brent McKenzie, one last match. It could be fucking Richard Hill. Who knows? Then he's going to have Lugo
he swears up and down he beat Brent McKenzie.
Well, Lugo had to save him, so Lugo's going to have to save him from 5 other people.
Yeah.
Lugo, he's gotten bulky.
I think we are really just kind of stretching for time here, but with this match,
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Well, we've already shit on Oklahoma. We shit on Gordy.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. So we don't know who's going to win this one, but it's going to be a hell of a thing to watch. Make sure you get your tickets now because it is this Saturday, and I don't know if we're close to sold out or not, but
I wouldn't be surprised if we're not. This is a really big show.
Yeah, but
and with Experience Wrestling the day before. I think it's going to be pretty popular.
He's not going to be there, unfortunately, but me and Liliana are going to be there. So come find us and chat, I guess, or something like that. Go to the show. It's going to be good.
Talk to you. Nobody ever wants to talk to you.
Nobody wants to talk to you either, Kyle.
A lot of people want to talk to me. I just don't want to talk to them. There's a difference.
It's because the people who want to talk to him have papers and affidavits and.
I am the shining light of this production.
Usually when they talk to him, it starts with the words, "You've been served."
Yeah, that's why I don't talk to those. If I see an envelope, I don't talk to you. Are you Kyle Smith? Fuck no.
What if there's money in it?
No, I'm Patrick Clark.
You are not taking any envelope. I don't care if someone's like, "Oh, there's $100." No. Sorry.
No, sir. No. But
Tommy Dean says, as long as you never shit on me, we can still be best friends.
Oh no.
We're never gonna shit on you.
You're too
bro.
good for us to do that.
Yeah, you should be Texas talent. One more time in MPX, and you are.
Yeah. But the Chaos Theory will be on the MPX network tomorrow around noon. Make sure you check that out. Network.mpxwrestling.com. Get your tickets for Saturday. Get your tickets for tomorrow. We will see you later. Gotch be with you, wrestling fans.
See y'all Saturday.
Mark out.
That was something I was going to say when you were doing
what?
Gotch. I was like, people actually ask me who that is. I'm like, really? You're a wrestling fan? You don't know Gotch? Yeah, I know.